I'm typing to the guys.
Oh yeah,
the chat's going, not the video.
Yeah, the chat goes. The chat will go.
You got a few on you, might as well, don't you?
Yeah.
We're live. Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening.
All here.
Welcome to our chat back Thailand with Kev-In-Thailand, my channel this evening. We've got Waren and Stephen with us, and I'm just going to check. There we go. All sorted. Stephen's messed us up again, said we were live.
It doesn't matter. We're live anyway. We were live. We were live yesterday. I've still got a pulse. I'm still alive. Well, where's my pulse? Oh my God, I'm dead. I'm dying. I'm dead. Where's my pulse?
So, good evening, Michael, Elaine, Stephen, Steve Harley Cars. How are you, mate? Andy Stubbs. Tobal, good evening, sir. Mike Lar.
Evening, Tobal.
Brian B, good evening.
You might want to just flag Tobal for admin.
Yes.
Good job the other night. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. How you going?
I'm pretty sure Tobal doesn't mind being an admin.
Tobal is administrator. And Mark Large, you want to be a moderator?
Mark Lar, I know the face, yeah.
Yes, he does a moderator for another channel.
Yeah.
So, any questions? Stephen's fault eating too much, he never stops.
What's good to eat at 7-Eleven?
Ooh.
That's a long conversation, that one.
Mark Lar is a moderator. True Fix. I'm interested in what you guys collectively have to say. We collectively have to say nothing. We're asked questions by the subscribers, by people watching, and we answer them. So what do you collectively have to ask? Yeah, are we coming over well on the
15-second delay, so they'll take a bit of time to get to that, and then they'll type the reply. Frank from Germany. Guten Morgen, wie geht's?
Trevor Algerman, good evening from Bangkok. Stephen and Waren are both in Bangkok.
Yeah. We're Bangkokers, aren't we?
Stephen's an East Side boy, and I'm a Westie.
Yeah.
Billy K, any tips on visas for someone below 50? Like, what sort of visa do you want?
Marriage is probably the most popular.
Yeah.
Finding the right girl might be the challenge, though.
Yeah. Traveling with Charles from Virginia. Good evening, sir. Or good morning.
No honey, no money.
No honey. Oh, Stephen woke up. Good hit, Stephen. Yeah, and true. No money, no honey. The
GTA 5 bounty sounds like a gamer.
Going to stay in a guest house in Bukow. Any hotel pools I can pay and use, Kev? Joey Jones. Probably a lot of them. I don't do pools. Mike's Mel's, the swimming pool's closed. I will look around during the week and put it out. I will go around and find out how many hotels will allow you to pay to use the hotels.
Truth Fix visas. I think the only change that we've seen over the last 12 to 18 months is they're really cracking down on what they call the border hops, right? To the point, the fact that the visa runs are a thing of the past now. They want you coming in via airport. They get really sort of quite critical with the visa runs now across the border.
Yeah, but okay, how long can I extend the tourist visa? 9 months should be okay. You do a 60-day and then a 30-day upgrade, give you 90 days. You will do a visa run out of the country for another 60-day tourist and upgrade that. And that may be all you can do. I'm not big on visas. I live here. I'm retired. I never came here for long periods. So visas, we will find out shortly.
Yeah, and on that 91st 90 day, you have to fly out and fly back in. You cannot do a border run.
Steve Harley.
They won't.
My question is, do you have to, what is it? Multi-entry visa, do you still have to leave occasionally? No, you don't. No. You pay the, what is it, 2,000 baht or 3,000 baht, is Kevin?
1,900 to upgrade an extra 30 days.
No, that's to go in and out multi-entry visa, I think. Is it? Didn't he say that? I don't
know. I've never done one.
Yeah. About 3,000 baht, I think. If you haven't got one, you lose your pension. You lose your visa, retirement visa. Take it off you. I think that was the question. It's disappeared.
Kieran Downham, you often see foreigners on holiday acting poorly in Thailand. Do you see expats also acting poorly? Yes, you do.
Only when Stephen gets
unfortunately.
Most unfortunate.
Only when we go on a pub crawl, Stephen. Come on. You know.
I reckon you're a good singer and dancer, Warren. I don't care what they say.
When they were singing that AC/DC song, mate, I was getting into it. You know. It was great.
Good evening, Henk. Hello from the Netherlands. Hello from Pattaya.
Thai Jamie. Oh, hi.
Did you live in Scotland at all, Warren?
3 years, buddy. 3 years.
That's your fault.
Alan Patilli, information wants to see a blue book for visa extensions. I don't know what that is. Blue book, that's a car book, isn't it? For your car?
Blue book is the resident book for Thai nationals.
Oh.
We get the yellow book. So when you're staying in a household who has the blue book, they have to register you with the immigration department, and then you can go to the AMFOR and apply for a yellow book. Highly advised. There's a lot of benefits in it, and it doesn't cost you. I think it costs you 60 baht for the card when they make the card up. So it's well worth the effort.
Billy K did say we don't. Oh, I don't do long-term visas. I do my retirement. That's all. We're vloggers. We're not visa agents, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I've got my visa renewal coming up on middle of next month. So keep an eye out for that. That'll be my second renewal.
Yeah. Someone asked, Kai Hard. Are you in Thailand? Yes. I'm in Pattaya. Stephen and Warren are in Bangkok. Can expats own apartments? 100%. Yes, they can.
Yeah.
100% in your name.
Condos. And I believe in a gated community, Kevin.
Pardon?
A gated community. That means it's got a guard at front. I think you can own 100% of them.
What, a hand-gated community?
Yeah, as long as it's not detached. It has to be detached.
Okay.
You know, house after house, and you've got to have a guard on it. And it's got to be gated.
Is that right?
Yeah, I read that somewhere.
Okay. Because we're in a gated community, but we're terraced houses.
Terrace? The house is separated? Have a look at it. You probably might be able to buy one. Oh, that's what I read.
Yeah.
But you know I can't read, so it could be wrong.
That's all right. But we're a gated community. It has a guard house, but the gate is always open.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Peter Vernon, can I get an extra 30 days in Pattaya? You can get an extra 30 days in Thailand, which probably includes Pattaya. Yes.
For now, anyway. Until they annex the suburb.
Are you allowed to take jelly Viagra out of the country? I have a subscriber from Czechoslovakia, and he takes loads back when he leaves. So whether he can or can't, he's never been caught, or maybe they're not looking. So I don't know. So, Jamie, see you in November, mate.
Yeah, there's lots of rules around some of the set standards of the visa applications through business and company. There's no, I read on the news today there was a big crackdown. This one law firm is being taken to court because they were fiddling the books. They actually raided all 4 offices at once, right? One in Pattaya, one in Bangkok, one in Phuket, and one somewhere else. I can't remember exactly the article. But yeah, they were doing shonky deals where they were doing company registrations strangely and allowing foreigners to buy land. So it's been shut down. But again, maybe just somebody said something. I know it goes on.
Steve Harley Cars, you can rent a condo out, but it's monthly only. So law here, you can only rent your condo for 30 days minimum.
Short-term rent.
He's not allowed now.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hotel industry got up in arms about it.
Yeah. Oh.
Here's the
let's get them tourists.
Crackdown on foreigners using Thai nominees. The DSI raids offices for a law firm in Bangkok, Phuket, Samui. Made a top story.
Frank Triana, yes, you do. Two passport photos.
Yeah.
For a 30-day extension. They ask for one, then you've got a spare for later.
When they ask for another one. Hand all your documents back. Oh, no, you're going to have 2.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, if you're coming over, you get about 90 photos of yourself, believe me. Oh, everything you go for, you got to give a photo for.
Here's another article that's caught my eye. The has approved education ministers new regulations banning students from holding public gatherings and inappropriate displays of affection and causing a public nuisance. So no more snogging for the kiddies. Sorry.
Would you consider buying a condo, guys?
Not really, not at the moment, Kev. I really, I don't look. Well, you don't know where you're going to go. I mean, I want to go up to Shanghai for a while. I want to go down, down at where's it? Down near the islands there. I don't know. And they're so cheap to rent. I mean, Jesus.
Exactly. No point buying somewhere you want to travel around Thailand. There 6 months, there a year, here a year. Why buy a condo when it's cheap to rent?
When I first came here, I had the money to buy a new house and have it built, and I decided not to. I've been all over Thailand. What's my favourite spot? I mean, anywhere. Really, I like all of Thailand.
Yeah. Sorry, boss, can you own a scooter if you stay 2 months? Yeah, if you've got a retirement 12-month visa.
Yeah, something like that. And
where else did you go on holiday for 2 months and buy a scooter? No, England, I suppose.
I think you had to have a licence, don't you, Kev?
You need a licence, yeah. You need a property address. You need a residence letter, which you're probably not going to get to buy a vehicle on a tourist visa. But there's ways around. There's ways around everything. So who knows?
Legally, of course.
Yeah. How do you see the future of Pattaya, as in bars and clubs? More hotels being built in place of bars. More Chinese tourists coming. I see the future of Pattaya very good. I really do.
Yeah.
So I don't see any problems whatsoever with the future of Pattaya.
Yeah. Might be the Pattaya you used to know.
Yeah. Is the Baywell Residence Hotel any good? I believe it is, yes. Thailand, Cambodia or Vietnam. Well, at the moment, Thailand.
Yeah, Thailand for me too.
For me, Thailand. If there was any problems at all, I would be Vietnam. I would not go to Cambodia.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would,
Steve,
go, I would go to Siem Reap, Cambodia.
Would you?
It's very nice. Oh, it's very nice, Kev. It's very good.
Yeah. Sorry, boss. I don't have medical insurance. Stephen?
Huh?
You have?
I don't have medical insurance.
Buy it online. Check it out yourself.
I self-insure, but there are a few funds you can get a hold of.
Yeah. They've come down a hell of a lot, apparently. They used to be outrageous a couple of years ago.
Because people are realizing it's cheaper it's better to actually put the money aside.
Then pay cash, yeah.
Pay cash. It gets you the best rates.
That was my thinking.
And there's never a problem.
Scott Mallon has just had his gallbladder removed. And he was doing a live this morning, live stream, talking about it and talking about his insurance.
Thunder in the house.
Happy with it. He wasn't happy with his insurance.
Yeah.
I've not been able to go back and go in. I got in late to the live stream, but he was talking about the insurance, the hospital stay, and how he wasn't happy. He will be changing, looking at another insurance company.
Yeah.
So maybe see if that's still up and go through that.
Yeah, I've heard that there are challenges, like depending on the insurance company, they'll only insure for some hospitals, not all hospitals, right? And basically, you can be admitted into hospital, right? They will call your insurance company before they start anything, right, to confirm that the insurance company will pay. Otherwise, you're out in your ear, right?
Yeah.
And again, this is obviously to do with the insurance companies that aren't Thailand based. They're international insurance companies, and what it is, the hospitals just can't get money out of them, right? They do the job, and then they don't get paid. So they've cracked down on that area as well. Again, self-insure, right? Put a million baht aside in a separate bank account. That should cover everything, and it's going to earn interest.
Yeah.
Yeah, the interest alone would pay for everything, wouldn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. Well, I haven't been sick, apart from that one visit, which cost me nothing. I don't remember paying anything for the doctor's visit.
No.
I paid for the pharmaceuticals, right, once I was finished, but they came in, blah blah blah, and it was all done. Almost like, and that was a private hospital too.
I got me ingrown toenail done over here once when I was on vacation.
Yeah.
I kept I was having a massage and they get a chopstick and they stick it in your nail, in your toe.
Right.
Well, she got the frigging ingrown toenail. Oh my God, I couldn't walk. I went to the doctor, right, and he said, you got to cut it right out. I just told him, I said, what do you do anyways? Oh, I do what do you call it? Gender changing? What do they call it? I said, you do know the difference between a toe, don't you? That's a true story.
They tried to do a sort of a toe reassignment, were they?
Oh, you put the toe where the other one's supposed to be. Shit.
Invert,
sex change, yeah.
invert the toe.
Yeah, it's funny. I got that down. What was that? That was Phuket, I think that was.
Did you catch my message earlier about the fact that there's a motor show on at the bank?
Yeah. I think we're going tomorrow.
You're going to go tomorrow. I don't know. I was thinking it might be Monday or Tuesday, but I might hang out there tomorrow as well.
I'll give you your shout. Smooch at 7-Eleven.
Paul, is it true that record numbers of expats are now leaving Thailand? No, it's not true. Yeah. Not true.
Yeah, there's some loud-speaking, disgruntled expats leaving Thailand because they're cracking down on the darker side of Thailand. The tourism where you pay for your girlfriend, right? So
that goes on. Yep.
Yeah. So those expats are getting disgruntled because they're finding themselves up in front of judges, and they're leaving. And of course, they're very, very angry people, and they go to the news services and sort of spout all the bad things about Thailand. Look, Nobody's sort of saying Thailand is a bed of roses, but it was a damn sight better than Australia, in my opinion.
Absolutely. In the UK, damn sight better than the UK. In Spain.
And the food's 10 times better.
Yeah. Can I just reply here to Mick Byrne?
Yeah.
Many of you know a Scotty Walker was no, you keep putting this on my comments board with his full name, his address. You can't do that. You cannot put people's full names and addresses on comments boards. And no, I do not know him in Pattaya. Never heard of him. And I have to remove that comment. You just put his name again. Please don't keep asking me in comments. That's why I remove them. You can't put people's names and addresses in comments boards. It's privacy.
Yeah, there's a privacy area. Yeah, we appreciate you looking for somebody who's probably gone missing.
Ask. Don't put it in comments boards. We cannot have people's private details and addresses.
Yeah.
Government's cracking down on a lot of things. Oh, and about time.
Yes.
About time. It's not the Wild West anymore.
Yes, and they're cracking down on the police. They're cracking down on everything. They're cracking down on the tourists, everything. They're cleaning up the whole country, actually, apparently. So the rumour goes.
Yes.
No more smoking on the beach. You should be executed for smoking on the beach.
Yeah.
And no more hanging off song towels. You should be put in jail for 10 years for doing that.
About 3,000 baht fine.
Or 3,000 baht fine, whichever comes first.
Riding home from the dentist today, past 5 song towers with ties hanging off the back. No problem whatsoever.
The fact is, Thailand have just introduced a Thailand Safety Committee.
Good.
And not just for Pattaya, Thailand Safety Committee. It's a new setup. They will be going around and putting safety measures all around Thailand, everywhere. So they're cleaning it up. Too many tourists are getting drunk and being hurt and then blaming Thailand.
Yep.
It's your own faults.
Got to behave yourself when you're over here.
Yeah.
A lot of tourists, Kev, they come over here and they think, let's go to town. Well, yeah, okay.
Let's do anything we want, and then it's Thailand's fault when they lose a leg.
Yeah, and then, they abuse the locals and stuff and wonder why the locals are kicking the shit out of them.
Yeah, that woman that came over 6 months ago and lost her leg, they had to fund her to get her back out of Australia, Australia, lost her leg. I believe she didn't have a bike license. What the hell was she doing on a bloody bike to start with?
Well, that all goes back to the corruption, mate. Why'd they rent a bike without a license? Why didn't they cite her license? I mean, well, whatever. You know what I mean? It
goes both ways. But again, Thais are looking at the colour of your green or your brown or whatever the colour is of the money.
Green.
Glenn Houston, I was out with a family from Virginia last night. We all went out. I took them out to a meal at the Pepper and Salt, and they're loving it here, and they'll be going to Phuket shortly. But they've been in Pattaya for a week, and they've loved it. A family from Virginia.
Good stuff.
Yes, Mark. Look, I think the whole human race needs a dose of etiquette and common sense when it comes to a lot of things. But unfortunately, governments have put themselves in a position that they started to try to sort of control everybody, and they realise that it's an impossible task. What do we got? We're just, we've got people who don't even know how to tie their own shoelaces now because they've had somebody do it for them.
Warren, the Thai people, they treat you with respect. Most of them, well, nearly all of them, and they deserve to be treated with respect back.
Yeah.
A lot of tourists are coming over there and just being absolute arseholes.
No.
Okay.
Absolute. How good are cozy beach condos and apartments? They're very good. And long term, you're getting some good deals there. The only problems you will have is travelling. There's no BART bus route along Pratamnak Hill, Cozy Beach. You'll be getting a motorbike taxi or whatever down to either to Praia Road to join the BART bus route or straight over and into Second Road. There's no BART bus route through Pratamnak Hill.
Whoa.
So
Tintyfax 1966. He's asking about his license expiring. Now, I've actually got my license renewal coming up on the 26th of September. I was told the fact that if you can go in a couple of weeks before, but if you're 1 day late, right, you have to sit the test again.
I was told you can't go in before.
Yeah.
And if you did, they wouldn't do it. If you went back, you can't drive a car and you have to get a taxi. That happened to me.
Yeah.
Couldn't go in early. Couldn't go in late.
I've seen apartments there from 15,000 baht that were quite a good size, 40 square metre plus. A month, 15,000 baht, long term. Personally, I think once you've extended visa once, you should be banned for 6 months. Why? You should leave for a month, maybe, but why should you be banned for 6 months? But that is your personal view, of course. No, I've not been to the world's biggest, largest restaurant in Bangkok. Stephen, Waren, have you been to the world's largest restaurant?
I'm going to have to look that up.
I don't even know what that is.
You live there? Yeah, I think someone's pulling our... Tell man, say, I saw your video with the speed cameras in Second Road. What is the speed limit? I don't know.
Royal Dragon. They're talking about the Royal Dragon. I've actually heard reports about that. Google gives it a 3.7 rating.
Oh, that's excellent.
How many?
3.5.
The Royal Dragon.
That's a no-go.
It's in Chinatown, isn't it? Under Bang Tat Road.
Wouldn't have a clue.
Mr. James, is Christmas a good time of year to visit? It's a fantastic time of year to visit. I came here every Christmas. Can someone create a line chat? Elaine, we've got so much to do. We can't be chatting all day online as well. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, but like I'm quite happy to, if I'm around, I'm always on Facebook and email. So, you know, if you drop me a line, we can always have a chat. As long as it's not too long. I do have a life.
Crazy tube. I don't think they are properly. Perhaps it's you.
Mr. Lee Hughes, g'day, buddy. How you doing?
Pattaya Terminal 21, I'm doing a review of it shortly, an update, and it's looking very good.
And hi, Pat. Yes, we enjoyed Mother's Day. That was last weekend. What did you guys do? Did you take anybody out, Steve, Kevin? Did you get involved in anything there?
Yeah, I've just done a video on it, and I'm going to release it. And it was quite a good day out.
What did you do, Steve? Kev, what did you do? Did you go out to your missus's parents' place or something?
I've just crashed. Hold on.
Okay. We'll join again. We'll leave the thing going. We'll be good.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Just don't click the
I'm not touching anything.
Don't hit that X button.
There we go. We're back again.
Wow, what was that about?
I don't know. Just something glitched. But the stream held up, so it's all right.
I'm not sure if it. Yes, it has. I have no idea what happened there.
We see you. It's all right. We're still here.
No, still going.
Yeah. But where were we? Sorry.
Okay. Come on, where are we?
Citibank's sort of Ceylon, I think, was closed 12 months ago. They've only got the two branches, ASOC and the one at Central World. Ceylon wasn't doing enough business. And don't worry, they're closing Citibank offices down there. My Chatswood office was closed last month as well. So I've now been sort of moved into the city branch of Citibank.
The stream is excellent quality this time. It's very good.
Frank, Jim, check out. No, you're all right, mate.
So, Neil, pronounce Patio correctly.
Patio.
You pronounce it? Okay, fair enough.
Not Patsy.
Pattaya. Pattaya. That's what Mel reckons it was too, Pattaya.
I just pronounce it the way my girlfriend pronounced it, you know.
Best way to do it.
I try to mimic rather than try to correct anybody.
Well, like a cocky.
Oh, she says it's Hohin, so Hohin, you know. Huhin, Hahin, what the frick is that?
Yeah, I know.
Thai, you know, she's Thai, she says Hohin.
Yeah.
So I'm quite happy to say Hohin.
Hoyin, it's Hoyin. It's not Wahin, it's Hoyin. But up there, Mark Loveridge's wife pronounces it Wahin. So take your pick.
Maybe it's a different suburb.
Yeah, I think it might be too.
That's the upper echelon white area or something, is it? Oh, that's not good racist.
Yes, better change the subject quickly. He's probably listening. He'll come and punch us in the nose. All right, where are we up to?
Lee, back in November. Yep. We'll have to find a cheaper Sky Bar this time. That one we went to, I think, was way too expensive. Stephen reckoned this one that's half the price of beer.
It is. You go to 7-Eleven, you've got nobody in it.
Oh, yeah.
But you've got to walk up the top.
Oh, right, yeah. Don't go on a pub crawl with Stephen. Like he'll every time it's his round, he'll go to a 7-Eleven and buy you a beer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I believe there's a Sky Bar on the north side of the city. I did in it one time. Somebody recommended it when we did when I did that vlog. I'll have to go back and look at the comments.
I just refused to pay $450 for a beer, Warren.
Oh, it was only $2.20 a beer, but shit.
Oh shit, I'll go there now.
Oh, yeah,
$2.20. Oh, I know I had reports it was $350, $450, and it was just ridiculous. Maybe they put the price down, but that I got those reports just after the movie, or not long after the movie came out, so they probably had high price because everybody wanted to go up to it, something like that. Where are we up to anyway?
Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, I love Pink Floyd. Yeah, that's one of my favourite bands. Grew up a 70s rocker.
Yeah.
I went to their concert in 1980. Mate, that was, one with the pink elephant flying through the air or whatever it was. I can't remember what the name of it was.
Steve Dowling's got a loaded question there.
Steve, what's he saying? Guys,
who are the worst tourists that come to Thailand? Zip it.
Yeah,
no comment. I'll tell you privately, easily.
Depends on everyone's individual point of view. There is no
I don't like to speak of any particular country, but I've heard there's some pretty bad stuff out of the Middle East.
Yeah.
I'll play it safe for him.
I'll generalise.
Play it safe for him. Where are we anyway?
Yeah, anybody who comes from a misogynistic background is not really welcome in Thailand.
What does that mean?
Look it up.
I'm going to have to.
I'll send you a wiki
Sick of
article.
looking up and talking for a couple of hours. You know, just 3 or 4 hours of Google's looking up all these words.
Well, Johnny Rotten, yes. Well, I enjoyed Abba too, mate. Those dresses or lack of dresses those girls would wear in the back of the 70s, mate. Didn't that turn some heads?
Do you know how many closet ABBA supporters there are out there?
Yeah. Stephen's one.
Get them pissed, mate. Get them pissed. Your mate's pissed. I love ABBA.
Stephen goes one better. He gets up and drag.
I don't do that. You've got no evidence of that. No photos.
Maybe you destroyed the photos.
Yeah, I had to buy them all back.
Well, all women in Thailand run the show. Yeah, and why not? Let them get on with it. No worries about that. It gives us less to do.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, they know better than we do.
They certainly do.
Yeah.
Anna and Agatha, I can't even pronounce her other name. Yeah, they were two hot pieces of skirt, I tell you. You know, when was it? Back in the 70s, I was like 14 years old, 13 years old. Mate, my hormones were raging in those days. You know, and see these two cute freaking Scandinavian girls up on stage. Oh, my God. But I still preferred Pink Floyd. as the music. Or Led Zeppelin.
The best band I ever seen live was the Monkees.
Oh, they were fun. I like the
They were
Monkees.
fantastic, mate. That was a joke. That was the worst band I've seen in my life.
Oh, their TV series.
Oh, that was shocking.
Mate, their TV series was wonderful.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Better than Gilligan's Island at the time.
You know, I
We're
wish I
showing
hadn't
our
gone
age here. Oh my God. Robert Redmond just Googled misogynist.
Steve Super Tank. Remember the old Aussie TV show, The Sullivans? Oh, it's before my time, mate. Maybe Waren can answer you.
It's the Sullivans.
Yeah, I remember that. Never used to watch it.
No, so I do remember this. I remember the ads, but I never saw the program.
Will you use one there for you, Kev?
I won't. Hold on. I've just found something out. I've got a problem. Not long. Hold on.
All right. You set fire to the curtain?
No, the plug's fallen out for charging the battery.
Oh my God. It was crap.
Just got me warning up.
That would not have been nice.
That's probably what the problem was.
Yeah. Where are we? Did you get that Kev one up the top there? Oh, it's gone on it. After we on the rental properties, if you do in project, this for the newbies. What's the best advice for newbies coming to Thailand for rental, Kev?
Yeah, all I can say is rent a guest house for a week and look. That's what I do. That's what everyone I know does. There's plenty of stuff, but the best stuff, the cheapest stuff will come up on Facebook groups in Pattaya, and you need to be here to get them.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to have to skip some questions, mate. They're up to high.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't help that.
We're just having fun. What do you expect?
Yeah, exactly.
Just repeat the questions, mate, if they don't get answered. Oh, well, you know, whatever.
Mickey Byrne, you was warned about that, so we will say goodbye. Oh, son.
Steve Dowling, Cold Chisel Last Stand. Well, I actually got to see Cold Chisel at the Blue Gum Hotel. They were advertised as a no-name band in 1981, and we had only about 100 people in the pub. We got our own private concert with Cold Chisel, and it was the best night ever. They played all the songs, and we had a freaking ball. None of this mosh pit bouncing around, you know. Great to watch Cold Chisel, drink a beer, and not have somebody sort of breathing down your bloody neck. You know?
Lee Hughes, in your opinion, if you were arriving in Pattaya now, of all the condos you've seen, which is the best value? CC Condominium 2 over Pattaya East Side, 8,000 baht, 1 bedroom. The pools are fantastic, air conditioning. But then you probably don't want to be over there. You'll pay 9, 10, 15,000, 9,000, 10,000 a month in Jomtien. You're looking at 13,000 plus for a reasonable condo in Pattaya Central. So,
sorry, John GM there, Kev, I think.
David Risner's asking, where is the floating market? I haven't seen any vloggers show it. Well,
I showed it twice.
In Patio? Like this, like
Sukhumvit Road down towards Jomtien.
Do you still have to pay to go into it?
200 baht.
Oh, no.
That's why.
And how much for locals? Free?
You can get a VIP card with a motorbike or a car driving license, and then it's free to go in. But you have to pay to go in to get the VIP card.
But that's only Patio, is it? Like there's 6 floating markets in Bangkok.
There's loads of them everywhere.
I've done videos on all of them.
Have you? You're a bit of a floaty, are you?
Well, over the years. Damon Saduk out west.
Diamond Saduk, yeah.
That's a real rip off, that one. But you know, this local one here, Klong Lat Mayong, is probably one of the better Thai floating markets. I've done two videos on that.
They're good value, I think.
And you can do what they call a clong tour on that one as well, which is a lot of fun.
Yep, I like them.
Farang Jim, have a bike accident and alcohol in your blood, you're not insured. Isn't that the same the world over? If you're driving, you're not insured. You're not allowed to drink and drive in Thailand the same as the world over.
If you're over the prescribed limit of alcohol, yes.
Yes.
And the prescribed limit of alcohol in Thailand is 0.05%.
The government has really cracked down on it. If you do it, you're in big trouble.
If I had only time, for it to be, you got 6 weeks, and then you've got all the time in the world.
Glenmorangie, like, is that a single malt Thai, Jamie? I don't recognise the name. Mind you, there's that many damn sort of single malt Scotch whiskies in Scotland.
I'm coming up, battery running low again.
Send me a bottle. Send me a bottle,
Jamie.
I'll give you my address offline. Send me a bottle. I'll give it. I'll give you my connoisseur's opinion.
Plugged into the wall, Kev.
Yeah.
Have a look at the back of the battery pack. Make sure it's plugged in there. There's a big pack.
Yeah.
Oh no, a transformer. Sorry, whatever it is. Got a few technical issues.
That's right. I'll sing for you. No, I won't. We don't want to lose the audience.
See what? Yeah, we should be back and charge. Yeah, we're charging again. I don't know what's happening here tonight, but it's having a go at me. Everything's having a go at me.
I can't handle the pressure. Can I go and have a smoke?
Yeah.
Oh,
Steve Dowling, you know, I remember seeing In Excess at vinyls playing down at the Manly.
Oh yeah. The vinyls were fantastic. That was one of my favourite.
I thought Chrissy was old, but
yeah, she's from Geelong. She used to be on my Facebook, Warren. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
She used to talk to me a little bit.
But you know, it's In Excess. You know, In Excess live at a live pub band. In Excess before they became.
I've seen In Excess too. Yeah.
That was just after Underneath the Colours, the album Underneath the Colours.
In Excess was before my time, but you know, I bought a lot of their CDs and stuff. Until I learned how to not buy CDs, I think I had every one of their albums. I'm a lot younger than mine. Well, stuffed up with the monkeys, didn't I?
Oh yeah, right. Saw In Excess and Adam Ant, mate, wasn't it? Adam Ant. Oh, he was a classic rocker. Unplug the jukebox. The boat club. I don't think it was the boat club. It was on the Ringa bypass, just after it goes up the hill. I can't remember the freaking. Like, look, we're talking 30 years ago.
yeah. How hard are they? Well, are they cracking down on standing on the back of BART buses? They're not, but they are finding some people.
Covering their ass.
The problem with Thailand is when they can be asked. It's either illegal in it or it isn't. And if it is illegal, then crack down on it. Don't just when you feel like it. And that's the problem. That's the problem with motorbikes, with licenses. You can rent a motorbike and not have to show your license. You can't rent a car without showing your license to rent it. But now they are cracking down on that as well. If you are caught without a license for the motorbike, you're not just being fined, they're confiscating the bike, and the owners that rented the bike will have to go and pay the fine to get the bike out of the compound. So there's going to be a lot of changes on renting motorbikes if you haven't got an international driving license or a motorbike license, and you do need both. So there's going to be a lot of changes. Farang Jim, every Farang drink drives in Thailand. I don't. Even on my meat night on a Wednesday, I have 2 small beers and go on to Schweppes Manau.
Every Thai,
no, not everyone, mate.
Every Thai I know, and I'm friends with, drink drives. I don't think it's exclusive to Farang.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Scott, look, yeah, these GoFundMes to pay for their medical, I think they should just take their problems and piss off.
What does it cost to purchase a decent scooter in good condition? Depends how much they want to get rid of it. I bought my PCX at the time for 47,000 baht. It was 4 years old. No, it wasn't. It was 3 years old.
There's a little shop just around the corner here from me, right? Yeah. 12,000, 15,000. I think the top price, 18,000 baht for a scooter.
Yeah. Yeah, my mate paid 17,000 for a Yamaha, I think. And it's a 2009.
Yeah.
But a decent little bike.
I'm not a bike person.
Hi, Chris B. What do you miss the most about home? Steve Dowling, I don't miss anything about home. I'm at home. Believe me.
Do you know, if I didn't have relatives over there, Kevin, I would never go back.
The one thing, you know, that they're charging at the airports in the UK now to drop you, to take you and drop you off at the airport to get your flight. They're charging you £3.50 to drop you off at the airport. I mean,
Robert,
how grabbing can you be? They're nearly as bad at me for grabbing money.
Yeah, Robert Groves, the house front. As I said, I'm not really involved in the process. I've started negotiations with one of my funds to do an extraction of a readjustment, which will give me an additional $50,000. Which will be used as a deposit, right? But I said I've already told the uncle and shown you the fact that it takes something like 6 months to organise that.
Kev,
yeah,
are you in a relationship now? That's not me asking, mate. It's Steve.
Well, sweetheart, why? I could soon get rid of it for you, honey.
Right.
I'm in a relationship, yes, and I don't play about. I'm banged from Soy 6.
Couldn't
play about anyway. I'm not massively into going around the bars areas. I'm in a good relationship, and I should be staying in it.
Kun Kevin, kun mi fan mai?
Yeah, something like that.
You do that too well, right?
Go to the Philippines, guys. It's all happening there. I don't want to say. I would not feel safe setting foot in the Philippines. As in Cambodia, I would go to Vietnam.
I wouldn't mind having a look at it one day, Kev, but I wouldn't go to the islands or anything. It's too dangerous.
What?
Manila, I'd go to have a look.
You'd go to Manila?
Yeah, but they reckon Manila's all right. Well, that's what they reckon.
Oh, all right. Let me know.
Yeah, you'd pay the ransom, wouldn't you? You wouldn't. Yeah.
No. Stephen, you going back?
Robert, no, she's not sick, mate. She's 87, got all her marbles, and she's as healthy as anything. But, you know, she's getting old, and I'm not going back. I'm just going back for a holiday, and, you know.
Kieran Downham, you see so much security on houses in Thailand, from gated community to barbed wire fences, yet you've never felt remotely unsafe in this level of security needed. No, I don't believe it is. I don't believe there is that level of security needed at all.
Yeah, Kevin, there's another point. You know, in my country, if you put the barbed wire and stuff around your fence and someone gets hurt robbing your house, you got to pay for it.
Yes,
And
yes.
I think it's the same in England. That's why you haven't got the smashed glass along your fence and the
That's it,
barbed
yeah.
wire.
Your neighbour opposite with all the smashed glass on top of his wall.
Yeah.
It's legal here.
It's legal here, and that's why you see that.
Yeah.
Scott Mellon, look, I get better every day, but don't make an effort. But it's really peer group pressure from all the people comment on my channel and gave me a hard time. When are you going to learn Thai? When are you going to learn Thai? When are you going to learn Thai? Well, I didn't want to learn Thai, but you naturally start picking it up after a couple of years if you want to.
Yeah, rude potato. Vietnam has a few hostess bars, but in general, the girl scene is very low key. Good.
Can you hear the monks in the background? I've asked her to turn it down in English about 10 times.
Mr. Box, good evening,
It's
sir.
creeping up with it.
Yeah, I have no problem with the bar scenes being empty or non-existent.
I don't worry about it. Where are we up to? Your turn, Warren. Read one out. Come on, pick one. Pick a juicy one.
Scrolling like because you can scroll up and you can stop the thing from scrolling. I'm just kept looking at the stuff. My wife told me.
You remember that little trick I explained to you?
Good Thai. Did she say that? I keep on saying I hate to think of what Thais think of Thai with an Australian accent. Seriously, it must sound so weird.
You were trying Indian with a Glaswegian accent.
Exactly.
I went up to see Mike Tyson when he fought in Glasgow.
Really?
Went Indian meal when it was the funniest night I ever had. So
STDs rampant. Well, I've had a single girlfriend for the last 9 years, and I don't play around, so I haven't come across any. But I have heard the fact that it is a problem. There's not enough emphasis, especially with the casual sex, with wearing condoms, which is the best prevention for those sort of things. And if you're coming over for one of those special holidays, make sure you're protected.
David Resiner. Read that one, Kev.
yes, that's what I was just looking. Thank you very much. If you have done, David, thank you. I'm just checking so I can thank you, but I can't get on it.
Let me just whack up some links there, just if people haven't got them.
Why are Pattaya bars so dead? It's low season, Julian.
That's because Kev's not filming them.
I'm not filming them yet. It's low season. It's very, very quiet at the moment, which is great for me. Absolutely great.
Yeah.
The British pensions capped. You pay your pensions in all your life in Britain, and then they cap it. They keep changing rules and shit. And it's not just if you live in Thailand. It's if you live outside of the UK for more than 6 months. If you're not there being ripped off and spending stupid amounts of money in the UK. That's what it's all about. UK, I haven't got time for.
I think I'm going to do a paper immigration to the Cayman Islands or something. Cayman Islands.
Yeah.
But I haven't got enough money for the Cayman Islands. I have to find something similar for the less well-to-do.
Where's the Cayman Islands again?
It's sort of down near the Bermuda Triangle, somewhere down there.
Frank Jim, HIV is getting bigger. I don't believe it is. I always wear a hood.
HIV is a problem, but it's been sort of nipped in the bud now, so to speak. They've the drugs that are the antiviral drugs that they've got seem to solve most of those problems, and people are a lot more aware of it now as well. So things are getting better, but that's just not Thailand. That's globally.
Kev, do you get requests to review bars in the vlogs?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. By bar owners, believe it or not. And I say, no, sorry, can't do it. Can't do it. Not can't, won't do it anymore.
Anthony McKevin. Oh, whatever. Hello, Kevin. I've been to. Oh, it's disappeared. Did you get that, Warren? He has trouble with taxis in Thailand, I think it was.
Well, my best advice for taxis is, like, again, just a few words in Thai and use your Google Maps. If you know where you're going, you just have to know to say turn left, turn right, go forward, and U-turn. If
they don't know left or right, Warren, you shouldn't be in the taxi.
But no,
yeah,
Leo Sai for turn left, Leo Kwa for turn right, Trong Bai for.
Warren, it's the other way around.
Who said?
That's why you'll get lost all the time.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's a joke.
Give me a hard time. Yeah,
I don't know.
Taxis in Pattaya are being pressured to use the meters now in Pattaya. And the taxis have come back with, they want to raise the minimum to 100 baht if they're going to have to use the meters. They're in discussions, which I think is fair.
I think that's fair.
By the taxis.
What's it in Phuket?
Huh?
Phuket? Well, how much is it? You went to Phuket just recently. How much is it Phuket minimum?
400 baht.
That's pretty good, isn't it? I might go to the taxi job there.
Kamala to Patong. It's 400 baht.
Yeah.
And it's not in a taxi or one of them little truck things.
I couldn't believe it when I went there. Oh.
If you go from Karen Beach, Patonga, it's 400 baht. Right. It's a total rip-off.
Yeah.
This is like the Benny Hill show. We'll put the music on in a minute if I can find it.
Yeah. Mark Law, if you want to at any time remove Farang Jim, I think he's a bit of a troll. I'm not sure. He's a bit of a submissive troll. I've never heard of him. So give him time if he keeps on.
Oh, you probably have under a different name.
Yeah, I will be back shortly under a different name. Yeah.
Pick a name for him. How about Julie or something? That's a good name. Where are we up to? Come on, Mr. Reader Warren.
Is it?
Yeah.
It is 100 to stay. I don't know.
He just picks out all the juicy stuff for him.
No. I just looking at the top. I just scrolled right to the bottom.
Hey, Kev, he's biting well tonight, isn't he?
What is it? Come on, Steve. What's a submissive troll? We all want to know what a submissive troll is. What's a submissive troll?
They say just enough to try and put you.
Oh, okay. A polite troll, is that what you must say?
Yeah.
It gives in easily, is that correct?
I don't know.
Yeah.
See how fast I can look up big words there, Warren?
I think you're correct.
Passive troll.
Grab app. Yeah, absolutely. Use Grab. They're very good, and they'll give you a price before the price. And I've had a Grab car that I was given a price, and when we went, he charged less than the price we were given.
Yeah, well, every time I've gone for Grab here, like the typical Grab I would book would be from our house here, right, down to Bangwa BTS. Now, that ride from the bottom of our street, from the big road, on a normal taxi flag down, is usually 110 baht, right? The best price I've seen from Grab is 140, right? But it's usually 160, right? So again, you got to shop around. You got to know what your rates are, and because that takes a bit of experience.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt for them to use that when tourists when they got here. They won't.
Yeah, well, that's right. But
some of the taxis could be dynamite.
But again, so the Grab, like they're going to call you up and they're going to speak Thai to try to confirm things. And if you're a foreigner, you're going to be struggling with that as well. Again, I just get to the main road. I get the 10 baht for the motorcycle taxi to the main road, right, and then just flag one down. Bangwa BTS.
I tried that Uber once in Thailand, and I think I can't remember where I wanted to go, and it was expensive. It was probably was probably 40% more than a normal taxi. I never used it over here.
Good evening again, Tokyo Drew. Thanks for joining us. Your stream was interesting for the last 10 minutes I watched it.
Yeah. What's a good place to visit for a first timer that likes peace and quiet but also wants to see some girls? 3-month visit. Jomtien.
Yeah.
Out to Jomtien. And you can get a BART bus from Jomtien into Pattaya for 10 bahts, 24/7, the BART buses. Or you can stay in Jomtien and have some peace and quiet.
Yeah, there's a few bars that you can go to for that sort of stuff, and the restaurants are cheap, the hotels are cheap. Yeah. And like Kev said, it's not very far from Patio Central.
Yeah. Elaine Playfeet. Sorry, Elaine, I'm not sure about how to pronounce your surname. Yeah, North and South have a different dialect. That's another thing. You meet a Thai girl, she's from the South, you learn, she teaches you Thai. You go and live in the North, Isan. You're now speaking Isan, they won't understand you.
Yeah.
It's the same in England. If I'm in London and I go to live in Newcastle, I'm in trouble.
Yeah. So Robert's asking, did I ever find the Irish pub in Ceylon? No, Robert. As you said, it's turned into the Hooters in Ceylon. But I have put a pin on my little personal map directory. I found the other one. Not O'Reilly's. It's Flanagan's or something. There's another one just across the road. I've Google Street mapped it, and it's supposedly still there. So I do intend to get back there at some stage.
Geez, you guys are busy tonight with the deleting.
Yeah, dude.
Good girls.
When you give notice, there's going to be one. There's going to be a live stream. They all get prepared.
Oh yeah.
I am here with them as well. I've knocked a few out.
Yeah. Never mind. Kev, what do you think of the death of so many Londoners? London
accents. It's another submissive.
Oh,
okay. I think it's a terrible, terrible thing, and that's it. Finished.
Lee Hughes has got a good question. How do the BART buses work? BART buses work on the pretext that they have a set route, and they do a loop. So and this is a mystery. Like, we have hundreds going up and down the main road here, and if I got on the wrong one, I could find myself turning up side 3 or side 4. I wouldn't know where I was going. But generally, it's 10 baht is the cost, and you could do you could do 10 loops for 10 baht, right? But as I said, it's on and off 10 baht. You get off the bus, you go to the front, pay the driver, and he then continues on his way. If you don't pay the driver, I don't know whether he comes out and runs after you for 10 baht, but
yeah, you can pay him on. We'll take you to destinations.
Yeah.
What you pay him.
I've banned him. I've kicked him off. He's in the blocked. He can't come back. He's saying that we're deleting freedom of speech.
Oh yeah.
Yes, yeah. I am. It's our channel. Do what we want. Up to you. It's only the trolls and the arseholes that moan about freedom of speech. My freedom of speech, because I want to call you what I want.
Yeah.
Not on our channels. Go away.
That's right. Look, that's
okay. Give us your name and address and what your work history is and blah, blah, and are you married and all your kids and everything, and we'll have a discussion and we'll hang shit on you all night. See how you like it. Yes. You know all about us. We know nothing about us. Person.
Bottom line is the fact that this is our house. If you weren't such an imbecile, hidden behind the anonymity of the internet, right?
Let's look that up.
Right. Coming to my house. If you came to my house on invitation and walked in the door and then called my girlfriend's mother a whore, mate, you wouldn't just be kicked out the door. I'd smash your fucking face in, right? Right. I can't do that on the internet, right? So you just got to take it as the fact you're
cowards.
God, that's it.
Okay. On a brighter note, is there one there?
Best English.
Where we go?
Retox in Soehani or Nicky's Bar in Soe Bukhao, but there are many. The Retox in Soehani, I will have the small breakfast for 95 baht.
Yeah, it's
But
good.
then I'll add the extra mushrooms and it's perfect. I don't want the 98 baht, 99 baht buster because it's all non-quality food. It's not quality. The small breakfast normal is quality bacon, quality sausages. And with extra mushrooms is 120 baht. But I get quality food.
My
Thank
blood
you,
pressure's
David
pretty
Risner.
good, Johnny. Don't worry.
Thanks from Kevin.
I average about 120 over
David
80.
Risner, thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Good on you, David. Yeah, I have
Okay.
good blood pressure. Don't worry.
Oh, they did a really interesting question there. It disappeared.
What was it? Who was it from?
Oh, Kev, have you ever been to Cambodia? This will take a while. Don't swear.
I went to Phuket, didn't like it. There 2 hours, come back. I never hear you guys talk about motorbike taxis. Do you never take them best? No, I use motorbike taxis. I use Fart Bus. I'll use anything to get me somewhere quicker. I'll park my car up in Pattaya if I'm doing a video in different areas, and I'll just use a motorbike taxi running around quick because I need to get back and get it edited.
Oh, they're a bit crazy here in Bangkok, Kev.
No, I wouldn't do that in Bangkok.
Ooh, I got on one.
G'day, Brian. Thanks for joining us.
Is Walking Street mostly run with Thai owners? No, there's multitudes. There's a lot of Indian influence in Walking Street now.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been there for
Restaurants, a couple of
I've been there
clubs
for
still
that.
opening up.
What about the Russians? Are they still there?
Apparently, the Indians have found out they taste like chicken.
All right.
What the Russians do.
Yeah. So it's getting a little bit naughty, and also the food quality's gone down.
I think I'm not on the same page, is it?
Have breakfast in the takeaway. Takeaway soy bacau's a good breakfast. I love the sausages in there, but the bacon's like cardboard. It's not the best bacon. I like bacon. I'll go to Retox or Nicky's.
Phnom Penh in Cambodia is okay for a trip. What sort of trip do you want? Look, they're lovely people, but the city was, the government should clean it up. I'll just say that much, okay?
Andrew Blair, listen to you in London. Sorry to hear that, mate. I'd sooner you was listening to us here in Thailand. But London's as good a place. It's just so expensive.
Steve Dowling, guys, you obviously get a lot of trolls. What's the best way to deal with them?
Ignore them.
Ignore them.
I just read them.
One click and they're muted. Once they're muted on the channel, they can speak their rhetoric to themselves as much as they want. They see the messages go up, but nobody else does. So they might not even know that they're muted, right? But if they have one of their friends go,
I do the go. I'll visit Hideaway meet. No, I don't anymore. I am happily in a relationship. I'll tell people where it is if they want to go there. I don't go. I'm a good boy when I'm in a relationship. When I'm not, I'm quite a bastard. But when I'm in a relationship, I am a good boy.
That's what we like to hear.
Yeah. The Terminal 21 opening the 18th of October, which is a Thursday. I thought they'd make it the 20th. And I do believe it's going to be ready quite a while before then. It's almost finished.
Jim, do you know what annoys me about motorbike taxis? If you share one with a lady, they charge double. Yeah, this is standard fare, right? The fare is per head, not per ride. That is across the board everywhere you go. Right?
Yeah. What happens if she sits on your lap?
Per head, not per ride. That's if she sits on your face as well, okay?
Hey, Waren, that was filthy. You don't do that in the back of motorbikes.
Well, you obviously haven't been to the motorcycle side.
Lance Linton, troll is a good troll.
Hey?
Do you know if you hold a troll underwater long enough, they stop being a troll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best treatment, you put the head in water, a bucket of water 3 times, and you take it out twice. That usually solves the problem.
Yes.
There's a little secret to finding out who the trolls are. I won't say what it is, but I know a lot of them. Who they are.
Ignore the trolls. Block, delete. They can't come back. Just ignore them.
Yeah, and look, again, the other side of the equation, free speech, a genuine critique, a genuine question, a genuine difference of opinion. We've never, ever had a problem with difference of opinion.
Warren,
we are free people.
Warren, we've given them our lives virtually, like 300 videos or something. They know all about us, and you get a troll coming on there blowing shit at you. How are you supposed to defend yourself? Hey, listen, give us your life history and we'll have a fair dinkum conversation.
But on the other side,
changing your freaking name all the time.
If they do have a problem, and if they conduct themselves in a sensible manner and speak their piece of what they think is inappropriate and then gives us a proper chance to reply, there's nothing wrong with that. It's when it gets defamatory and they start using disgusting words, disgusting innuendo.
I just block
in my case, anything gender related to my girlfriend, that's an instant ban, right? Her gender is absolutely nothing to do with anybody else.
Right.
She's my girlfriend, right?
And you're happy, mate.
And I'm happy about it. I don't need your opinion. I don't need your consent. I don't need anything. Right?
Are the taxis easy to get from Pattaya Airport, Kevin? John Fisher.
Yes. Are they easy to get to Pattaya Airport? Yeah, there's lots of taxi companies here you can use.
What's the cost? About 1,500, isn't
it? To the airport, 1,200.
That's all right.
It was less, but they've put the tolls up on the Highway 7 to the airport.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah. How far from Pattaya Airport is the action area? Pattaya Airport is Utapao. It's in Sassahip. It's 50 kilometres.
What's the action area? Is that the speedway, is it?
Yeah.
I think he's talking about the drag strip.
Oh, the drag strip. The drag strip. Yeah. Yes. What's it? Tiffany's.
Yeah.
I haven't been in there for about 4 years now. I usually go to Patio once a month.
I haven't been to Tiffany's for about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
It's a great show. If you ever really want to go see.
What's Tiffany's?
That's the drag show.
Oh yeah, I went there. Yeah.
That is absolutely magnificent. If you're coming to Pattaya, definitely book a night at Tiffany's. They do 2 shows a night. I think 6 o'clock in the evening and 9 o'clock in the evening. I could be wrong, but
were you in the audience or were you on stage?
I was in the audience.
Okay.
With my girl and her family. But yeah, it's a great night out. Great night in.
Yeah. Robert Groves, is the ferry from Pattaya to Hua Hin still running? Yes, it is. But it depends on the weather. If it's bad weather or it's like there's going to be, they cancel it. They cancel it willy-nilly.
So what are you saying, Kev? The boat isn't big enough?
Well, basically, with what happened in Phuket and these tourist boats being sunk, Thailand's a bit worried about it. They don't want bad press. So someone just said, where is it? What do we think about foreigners coming to Pattaya, coming to Thailand? We are foreigners. I don't think anything. I actually get quite annoyed when people go on about the Indians coming here, the Chinese go. They've got every right to come here. The same as I've come here, the same as Warren and Stevens come here. In fact, Indians pay 2,000 baht for their 15-day visa to enter the country, unlike us from England, America, Australia. Indians are paying 2,000 baht for a 15-day visa.
Oh, I just got kicked off then.
I know, I saw that. LMA Picasso 32, thank you very, very much, sir. God bless you. But you mean those
they put a message up like this, Kev. Anyway.
Thanks, LMA. Philip Ford, is Thailand going to legalise same-sex marriage? Not under the present government, but there was movements in the woodwork around 2014, and it looked like it was going to be passed within 2 years, and then 3 months later there was a coup. So everything stopped, but we expect once the new government is elected next year, that'll go back on the selection of things that will get a review. We just don't know where it's going yet.
Is it legal in Australia now?
I believe it is. They've legalised it, and there's still a lot of left-wing, right wing, isn't it? Right? I don't know. Left wing. Right, fucking some wing. The teetotalers, or what do they call themselves? The nanny schools. They don't like it, and they're still fighting it. You know. What is it? Left wing or white? We're not birds. Do we have wings? I don't know. What is this wing thing? I've never understood that shit.
Oh, okay. Wish you wouldn't do that, Warren. I was reading something. I lost concentration.
How can you maintain a bank account in your own country? Well, I'm with Citibank, so it's an international bank, so I don't have any problems whatsoever. I don't know. That was one of the things I did before I came. I did some checking with the banks, and how easy, how hard. Having Thailand as my destination, there was only 2 international banks that were supported in both countries. That was HSBC and Citibank. HSBC had just recently been raked over the coals again for embezzlement or some shady, upper echelon deals, whereas Citibank has been keeping its nose pretty clean since the GFC. So I went with Citibank.
Chinese tourists are the rudest. That's in their culture. That's what they're used to in China. How many billion all jostling and bashing? Same here. That's how they've learned to get around in China.
Yes.
246 watching now. That's good. Very good.
That's good. All right, what are we up to?
Anthony McGavin is the clean up in Beach Road still in force. On and off, mate. When they decide and then they don't decide, they'll go months doing nothing and then have a purge. It's
I just simply don't have enough people. There is just not enough police. Good
evening, Jim L. Yeah, it's the police. They just don't enforce anything.
Yeah.
Until they think, oh, I'll enforce that. If it's illegal, do it. Don't think about it and go, oh, I can't be bothered tonight. I'll do it next week.
Yeah, Johnny, right. It goes up and down, mate. It goes up when Kevin talks, and when me and Warren talks, it goes right down.
No, it doesn't.
265. Okay, what's it on? Hang on. I think you got to refresh your page.
Yeah, only Kevin gets to see the live numbers. I've got to refresh the page. 266 I've got on that.
Oh, you got 265. I won again.
265, yeah, it bounces up and down a bit.
I think it bounces down when the moderators kick a load off.
Dynamite tonight, aren't they? Well, I'm rude. It's kicked off.
That's what happens when you give them notice.
That Patio drone warned everybody. Was that warning for us as well?
What did he do?
Good evening, Kiwi Traveller.
Yeah, we're here to have fun, the 3 of us are mates. We drink together, we get on private calls together, we laugh, we cry, we bounce ideas, we
Warren dances.
I dance.
Does a jig.
Oh God! I hope that's not on camera. Did you?
Well tonight.
God. There we go.
When was the first time you guys visited Thailand? Come on, that's a good question. You first, Kev.
6.
2000 what? 6.
2005 for me was my first time.
Mine was about 97.
Well, actually, I tell a lie. I actually stopped here.
If you say, I'm going to say 95, Warren.
75, April 1975, when we
Oh.
flew from Sydney
Oh,
to
right.
London.
Right.
We did actually stop in Bangkok, Singapore,
I'll let you have that
Bangkok,
one.
Bahrain,
Right.
Frankfurt, and
Yeah,
London.
I'll let you have that one.
Right, that was my first time I stopped in Bangkok.
Did you actually get out of the tarmac though?
No, we got into the airport,
Yeah.
Dong Muan Airport, for I think 2 hours.
That's not classified as visiting Thailand. That's changing plane.
We didn't actually sort of
I'm
get.
sorry, you're disqualified.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
In that
How
case,
safe is it to eat from the food carts? It's as safe
Not a
as last
problem.
time you ate there.
Mhm.
I've been ill once in 4 years.
Yeah.
How long of a flight does it take you? Heathrow to Bangkok, 11 and a half hours. I always flew direct.
yeah, same with me. Sydney to Bangkok was 8.5 usually.
Steve Dowling, I have a lot of run-in with Chinese tourists. Don't feel alone on that one, but you know.
Well, I don't really go to many tourist areas, so you know.
Yeah.
And when I do go to tourist areas, I'm in a gang of bikies. So I think maybe they leave us alone. They might
Warren, I mean, they've done some annoying things too. Well, we're watching the the crocodile show down there in Patio, Kev.
Yeah.
And they bring it up against the glass, the crocodile. I can't remember what they do with it. And all the Chinese, these Chinese girls of about 6 and went straight up to the window and started taking photos. Nobody could see. The whole crowd just yelling at them, and you know, they're very.
Hold on a minute. I've just got my emails. Kieran Downham, thank you very much. And David Risner, thank you very much for PayPal. Thank you.
Chris B, why do Thais hate Chinese? Probably the same reason. I don't know if they hate them, but they they don't like the tourists. I mean, there's a lot of Chinese nationals, Thai that are actually Chinese living here, and I don't think they like their behaviour, the tourist behaviour. I've got nothing against Chinese, but the tourists are, sometimes are badly behaved, but nothing wrong with Chinese. Chinese food's nice.
Thanks for your support, Kieran. I just checked my email too.
Have any of you ever witnessed a Chinese tourist buy something? Apparently, they're buying 50% of the properties in Thailand. They're buying up property all over the place. The foreign quota, 50% of it is Chinese. So yeah, they are buying.
Yeah, it's better than invading countries, though, Kevin. You've got to admit it.
Huh?
Just buy it.
Buy it. Why not? Everything's for sale.
Yeah. The L-Man 77, would you guys consider doing a blog on Kanchanaburi? Only 2 hours. Look, I haven't done one recently, but I think you were out there recently, Kevin. No, not Stephen. You did Kanchanaburi.
Yes, mate. I did quite a few out there, actually.
Yeah, sort of. I want to go and do that again. But my last Kanchanaburi, I think, was when I went out to saw Kev-In-Thailand. We didn't stop at anything sort of special. I just went out to see another fellow expat vlogger.
That was years ago.
It was last year. That was the last time I was out there.
Yeah. Eva Air, Stephen Overy, Eva Air are a very, very good flight company. I had a good flights with them.
Indians are not famous for spending in Patio. Rush Smith, yeah, they're quite famous for that. They like to haggle their prices, and Thais are expert at it, as you probably know, and it doesn't have a happy ending for the Indians, and the Thais get insulted that they'd even try that.
Is casinos coming to Thailand? I believe so. I believe 2 or 3 years they'll be here. Thailand, I see this is why the Chinese have an influx coming into Pattaya and Thailand. They are, the Chinese at this very moment are setting up huge hotels and casinos in Cambodia, in Sihanouk.
Yeah, on the border. Oh, Chinookville.
Yeah,
Pet Bordeaux went to, what was it? What's it called? Poi Pet. They got casinos there, and a lot of Thais will travel up there. They go there quite frequently. I mean, Thailand must be losing a lot of money, slipping out of the country through those casinos. So, I don't know, there's probably better off.
they stopped poker in Boy Pet.
Yeah. Steve Dowling, guys, is there a good support system for foreign guys living in Thailand? Well, I haven't heard any apart from like what we do is the hand of friendship. We're always, putting out that sort of the messages, the fact that you're coming over here, look us up. But when you say support system, right, I don't know, you're looking at an AA support, an anti-smoking support, drug related. I don't know what sort of support you mean.
JC in Thailand, really appreciate you guys lending your wisdom to those looking for transit permanently in their land of smiles. Thanks, mate. We do our best.
Yeah, Johnny Rotten, did we get the piss and look? No, that was my mistake.
Say that again.
It was Petchaburi was the place, not Pitchinalook.
No.
I just got the names more mixed up.
But
But yeah, we did get out to the hot springs. That was in a vlog I did recently.
You did Pits and a Look too, didn't you, Kev?
No, that's up north. Next time we go to Sukhothai, we'll do.
Yeah, I've been to Beach and Look twice.
Yeah. Mel's got property up that way. Warren.
Well, she's got a brewery up there. I'll stop in.
No, she goes pretty far.
Jim, I've not heard anything about them allowing gambling and opening casinos in Pattaya. I believe you're going to be looking at maybe 3 years. I'm sure it will come. And maybe Thais will work there but not be allowed to gamble. It's for the foreigners.
I think that would be a very good idea, Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for foreigners. Maybe we should whack it on one of those islands.
Yeah.
Already probably keep the float.
Charm Canuck, yeah. So like I believe that they do a very good Anzac Day tribute out at Kasanamburi, and hopefully next year I will get out there. I didn't get a chance this year because Shania had her work commitments, but we're definitely going to try to get it there for Anzac Day next year.
Karen Downham, thanks, mate. I just got that email. Thanks very much.
Okay, what would you suggest is the best area in Pattaya to purchase a condo? My personal view, nowhere. I wouldn't purchase a condo. You need to come out and look around.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scott Mellon, weren't I thinking of opening a guest house? Well, not so much a guest house. The plans were to have a guest room, and people could come and stay with us. If they've been qualified properly, could come and stay. Like we've got a 3-bedroom house here, and we could do that now if I could just find another place to put all Shonia's clothes, if you know what I mean. But there are some difficulties in this area as well, especially to do with, security and the things like that. And we are only renting, and somebody could say the wrong thing to the wrong person. And maybe when we do have the house, we're looking at that 5-bedroom thing, which will give us a spare room. Maybe we will get a chance to put that guest room there and have friends and family come over and visit us. But until that actually happens, I really can't do much.
Yeah, I know. I'm watching you, Kevin.
Making me thirsty.
Oh. Gambling would ruin Pattaya. The Chinese would flood the place. Then it would be good for Thailand. The economy, money in, they would at last be spending on other things than properties.
Cheapest place to live south of Bangkok, in the bay. Well, I think Charms said to be rather inexpensive, but a bit closer to Bangkok would be Samut Sakhon. A lot of Samut Sakhon, which is between here and Cha Am. That's where a lot of the Myanmar border crossers end up because it's very inexpensive. But again, it's not the middle of it's not really nothing there. It's shops and housing. It's not a resort. It's not something that a tourist would find interesting.
Graham B, potato drone didn't think you mean that.
Oh my God.
Where is Kev's drink? It's a drink. I love it.
I'm going to have to go and buy myself a damn bottle of
Warren, if you're going to go and get some beer, do it properly. I want you to bring back 12. And we'll have a bit of cigarette tonight.
I've only got one in the fridge, buddy.
No.
Seriously, if I put any more in the fridge, it's gone the next day. Somebody else will drink it.
Are you going to go?
I'm going to go and get beer, yeah. Just hold the fort. Be back in a second.
Once you go black, you'll never go back. They do a red one as well, apparently. What's black cider? I see it. It's cider. It's a cider. It's a drink. Same as Thatcher's. Yeah, it's potato grown. Sorry, Graham B. It's funny. Warren's up to no goodies for sure. Beer run. Thank you very much, Lie Detector. Kevin, you
and look who's turned up.
Up to your podcast. Yes, we will be.
You want to say hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. You?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all.
Okay.
Oh, Saturday Club.
Okay.
You stay on. You're better than him.
Yeah, she's all dressed up, ready for coming home from school.
Coming home, yeah. Oh, okay.
Chop.
She has to go back to work tonight?
No, she's home for the night.
Oh, yeah. What's the time? Oh, okay. Got it. Oh, where are we up to?
KTF, Hideaway Meat Night is every Wednesday.
She's bought me food, and I'm full. Goiza.
With the exchange rate down to 42.25 today against the pound, when do you guys think it will get to the point that it becomes too expensive to visit Pattaya? It's only down to exchange rates. Pattaya's the same price.
Mm.
It's exchange rates. It's the weakness in the pound. Pattaya's the same price. It's not expensive. It's still the exchange.
No, it's not, Kev. It's not that expensive in Patio. I mean, Phuket's out of control.
It's starting to climb back up again from its little dive last week.
It's going to depend, isn't it, on the outcome of Theresa May. Your exchange rates are all hanging on Theresa May. I wouldn't want to hang a dog on Theresa May.
No, neither would I.
She's useless.
Why don't you guys get the Land of Smiles on here?
We want Simon. Simon will be
not a problem with Simon.
Let's get it going first and get it running properly. And then we would love to get lots of people on here.
He hasn't
Simon
contacted us
would
yet.
be coming on, he'll be asked. I have spoken to Simon.
Have you? Hasn't reached out this way. So.
We'd love to.
Yes,
What's
I'm
the
all right.
most we've ever paid for a beer? 150 baht, Walking Street.
$20 Moscow Airport.
220 baht up at the Sky Bar above the Marriott, I think it was.
I know one of the bad ones was I went to I can't remember the name of it. Those expensive bars, they got them all over the world. I can't remember the name of them. Yeah, it was bloody 400 baht for a can. I can't remember the name of it. I'll come to me in about half an hour. Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah.
Horrible. Yeah.
Pinky Flicker. If you're staying long term in Pattaya over 7 years, surely buying a 1-bedroom condo would be a wise move. I still don't think so. Rents are so inexpensive, cheap.
Yeah, they're very cheap.
And in 7 years, you're not going to want to be here. You might have moved on, gone to Hua Hin, gone to Chiang Mai, gone to Phuket, wherever. You're not going to sell it. It will take you years to sell it. They're oversaturated.
Yeah.
And it could take you a long time to rent it.
Yeah, look, Kev can give you advice where to buy and so forth if you like, but take his main advice. Don't buy, rent. And my advice too.
Yeah, but it is totally up to you. This is our opinion. It's nothing to do with anything else. We're not telling you not to. Go and buy a palace if you want. But most people will stay in an area for so long and then move to another area. If you've bought property, you're not taking it with you.
Poor James Neal, he's one of these conspiracy theorists who reckons that World War III is on its way. Look, we're not going to comment on that. But seriously, we're living here in Thailand, enjoying our lives. We have to deal with the fluctuations of, exchange rates, right? Yeah, if the dollar crashes, we're going to be in a bit of a problem, right? If something else changes, if a GFC changes, but we'll reassess. See, we're free, right? We don't worry about those sort of things. I think this is probably the best country in the world to be.
I'm going to go out and have a smoke. I think this is going to be a long one, Kev.
Yeah.
Well,
I think this is the best country in the world to be in.
Yeah.
Thais will get together. They'll band together. The windmill bar, yeah, why not? I'll probably join you there.
Yeah, what do you guys think of currency collapse and World War III?
That's what we're talking about, yeah.
General political instability. What could happen? I don't care.
Yep.
I've had my life. I'm 58. I care about my nieces, my nephews, their children.
It's one of those sort of things. I might have to put those skills I learned in the army to good use.
Yeah.
I could shoot fucking anything from 300 meters.
I'm not shooting back at anything because they'll shoot at me then. I'm running. I've got a tent. I'm out in the jungle.
Give me a sniper rifle. I'll be happy.
Yeah.
There was some guy in the SAS, I think, did the longest kill shot last week. Was it 1.2 miles or something?
Yeah, used a 50 millimeter.
50 millimeter? Yeah. That's a long kill, that one.
Yeah, but they said it's a 1 in a million shot. He was just lucky.
Never get the right wind speed and everything else. Yeah.
Unlike the guy he shot, he was just unlucky.
Yeah, that's right.
One man's luck is another man's poop.
Robert, I don't think gold is a currency that's worth investing in. It's really not moving. I'm invested in fairly high risk stocks. So, some of my investments are doing like 18%. But again, in a GFC style or fall down, that lot is going to take a bit of a pounding. But I'm fairly well diversified across different platforms. Again, that's the thing. You don't stick all your eggs in one basket. And gold is just not a good basket. I don't think it's moved from 19,000 baht per baht weight for about 3 or 4 years. I wouldn't think it's an investment, unless of course the currency was to collapse. Then it might be worth buying, but outside that,
Talking about the Thai baht, Warren. It's supposed to be one of the stablest currencies in the world.
Yeah, it's actually too strong. Yeah. Technically, it's too strong.
Yeah.
But again, so is the country. The country is strong. It's under military rule, right? There is no left and right fight in politics, right? It's the
careful, Warren.
it's the Thai way or the highway at the moment.
We have a lovely government here.
Stan Campbell, would you recommend a man of mature years to pick up sticks and move to Thailand? What are mature years?
Ooh.
One person's mature year may not be another person. So give me an age.
Well, my friend's come over and he's 70. He's just moved over.
Yeah, good for him, and so he should.
Yeah.
Oh, 80 maybe not. 70, fine.
If you can remember that you're here when you're 80.
Well, yeah, that does help. Root potato, that's it. Stop worrying, go out and have fun.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yes, that's the attitude you get when you live here.
Somebody's asking about Bitcoin and the Patio beer garden. Quite honestly, we've had this discussion before. Bitcoin is the biggest Ponzi scheme on this planet right now. The
Yes.
governments of the world believe it is a Ponzi scheme. I believe it's a Ponzi scheme. Any true investment house will tell you it's a Ponzi scheme, and nobody's ever going to convince me otherwise, right? It has zero value, right? Just because people are buying it gives it value, but until I can go down the street and buy a damn coffee with it, it's just not worth the bloody effort to even buy a fraction of a Bitcoin, because it has no value to me. I can't do anything with it.
I won't buy into anything I can't touch, hold, feel, see.
Yeah.
If it's not there, it doesn't exist. I know, all right, maybe people have made billions on it.
Yeah.
I don't care. Good luck to them until they come to sell it.
That's what happens with every Ponzi scheme. Every Ponzi scheme, the first adopters are the ones that make the millions, right? It's a perfect Ponzi scheme. The people are running at $6,500 per Bitcoin right now. They're crying because they bought at 8,000, right? They're trying to convince the world that it's worth something, and it's bouncing up and down like a yo-yo, right? It is complete rubbish.
I feel someone asked, is the Thai government a stable government? Yeah, in my opinion, it is at the moment, but wait till the free elections come. I don't know when they're coming. They're coming next year or the year after or the year after that or something like that.
Robert Groves, you guys have health insurance, are you? We've been through that. I self-insure at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm looking into something.
Yeah. I don't have to worry about
Oh, look, the hospitals are pretty cheap over here. And, you know, and when I looked at it, they were very expensive insurance.
Yeah, it's a con man's game.
Tim Colling, I see some YouTubers are accepting. Where's it gone? Bitcoin. Some YouTuber accepting Bitcoin. I'll accept chickens if they lay eggs.
Yeah.
Just chicken in the mouth. How are they going to get that through the slot?
Oh, mate. What is it?
Yeah, say frozen chickens.
Why not? No, I have seen it. I do believe that Scott Mallon accepts Bitcoin.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
I won't buy any, right? But if people wanted to donate a Bitcoin or two to me, I'm not going to freaking say no. Quite honestly, it's not worth anything to me.
Barry Smith, about the government there, we can't really comment on that.
No, you can't comment on it.
We can't comment. The Thai people seem to be happy at the moment. But we can't comment on that sort of stuff, mate. No. We love our government, don't we, Kev?
We love them. If we didn't love it here and everything about it, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah. But we can't comment on that.
The L Man 77. I'm with two brokerage houses, or actually not brokerage houses. Citibank handle one of my portfolios, and Colonial handle the other portfolios. Right, and I just deal with them. Again, they're managed portfolios. I don't actually do direct trading, which of course means they make a bit of money from my investments, but all good, you know. At least I know that somebody's looking after the shit.
Yeah,
it keeps on going up, keeps paying me, keeps going up. What can I say wrong? What is a motorbike taxi? That's a guy on a motorbike, usually has a red or a blue shirt, right? Has a number on it, and they have set runs. where you pay them 20 baht, 30
Is it
baht.
red or fluoro orange?
Oh, I thought it was orange.
I think it's
Orange is
fluoro orangey colour, isn't it?
like orange with the fluoro
Yeah.
numbers, and we got blue across the road.
Oh, okay.
Johnny Rotten, he has some monopoly money. Look, I'll take that. I think it's better. I think it's worth more than the US currency.
That was a game I used to love.
It's worth more than the US currency anyway.
Yeah.
At least you can play a game with it.
Used to love me Monopoly. That was invented in Australia. Did you know that?
Well, I wouldn't know.
Kevin's not biting tonight.
No. Tom,
He's trying to catch up.
go on any Thai forums? No, I don't. I do not go on. They're the same as the their murder. I do not go on Pattaya forums or Thailand forums.
Yeah.
Does Thailand have worries, terrorism? Not really. They still have them in the north, the far north Malaysian border. A few skirmishes.
Yeah, which is
They probably send them back in boxes. They don't mess about with them. And that's the thing. The UK gives them rights. Thailand, terrorist, you have no rights. You will go back in a box.
Yep. They don't play around.
Yeah.
Robert, I was with the 7th Field Regiment based in Chatswood from 1980 to 83. No, 79 to 82. Okay, God.
Yeah. Where do you get Thai visa retirement? From the Thai retirement visa shop. There's lots of agents around. I'm hoping to be doing, it's so busy at the moment, a video, an interview with a very, very good Thai visa agent in Pattaya. We can't talk about visas. They change so much so quickly, and you need to be up. If we give you advice now on visas, next week after, they've changed. We've given you now wrong advice. We've got to take it down. But don't talk Thai visas. It's not worth it.
Ooh, did you read that one, Philip Ford?
The best advice.
Green pea.
The best advice for getting a visa, if you're not in the country, go to the local Thai embassy. Ask questions. Right. If you're in the country, then go to immigration. Ask questions. Right. It's probably about the only thing you really can do. They're not going to kill you. They're not going to bite your head off. Right. I know when I was looking for my visa, I did it by 3 or 4 emails to get the right paperwork, and then turned up. All filled in. 3 days later, I had my visa.
Yeah. Boyka, it gets cold up north in winter at night. Yeah, up the mountains. If you're high up in the mountains, I was there February, and it was at Chiang Rai. It was the best week's sleep I've had since I've been here.
It's very cold up in the mountains. It's nice going up there with tropical clothes on.
Yeah, Frank Fodu. Yeah, very good. How much UK pounds you need monthly to stay in Thailand, stay in Thailand, in Pattaya, include beer, massage, and like.
How long's a piece of string?
Thank you, Steve.
I think you'd have a good time for about 100,000 baht.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James Neil, while they deleting the message, must be worried. No one's worried. We may even delete yours if you want to be Monkey. And you know what Monkey is? Monkey's been stroppy. You can go as well. You can join them.
Yep. As I said, this is our house, and if you want to not respect the house rules, right, which is don't talk about other people, talk about things, right? Don't defame people, and stay off topics that are really sort of quite questionable.
Along for the ride. Kev, did you say meet night was every Wednesday? What happened? Did it get too popular for once a month? It's never been once a month. It's always been weekly. If
It's
I
always
can't,
busy.
if I go away, I might cancel a week. Or the month of April, I was in Spain. It's always been weekly. If I'm here, it's on.
Okay, they're
Time
talking to
of
each
chat
other.
good for working class afternoon UK time. Is there many working class in UK afternoon time?
If you're here, Alexander, if you met a gold digger, you better have a lot of lolly in you. Yeah, look, anywhere in the world, same thing. The only thing is the girls in Thailand tend to be prettier than the girls anywhere else, right? That's why it hurts so much when they rip you off, right? But it's just not Thailand, buddy. It's everywhere, right?
Robert Groves. Stephen, does your mum live in Melbourne? No, she lives in Tasmania, mate. I'm from Melbourne. We lived in Melbourne and they retired over in Tasmania because they're actually from there. I was born in Tasmania. I lived all my life in Melbourne.
Is it true that your channel is the only one that has revealed the real Graham B? So many channels claiming to unmask me. I am probably the only channel that has a photo of you with me at the Hideaway Bar. That's about it. I don't unmask people.
I got James. Was it his name? Mr. Bobby or somebody? He's asking about this card. That's a GDX 1070, but it's broken. That's why it's in the box. I should throw it out, but never know. It sort of works. It might work for a mining machine, but it doesn't work for games.
Okay.
I've never lived in New Zealand. Anyone lived in New Zealand? Is it worth living in New Zealand, or would you say it's way more expensive than Thailand or Southeast Asia?
It's expensive. It's more expensive than Australia. They don't have a real industry there, only sheep and sheep, I think.
We had an office there.
And cheese.
We had an office there. They have a good infrastructure, but it is expensive. But they've also they've got a better set of rules. I think better government as far as I'm concerned. Better than Australia anyway. They actually look after their people.
Yeah.
But of course, that's the thing. See, to properly look after a population of people, you need to spend money, right? Unfortunately,
Well, there you go. Kiwi Traveller. Is it expensive in New Zealand now?
Give them half an hour, 30 seconds to cancel that one.
Yeah. I forgot about that. You're right, it is. Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll see you
But
after.
it's like, this is the thing. Every government suffers the same problems. The fact that it just costs money to pacify the multitudes of people.
Yeah.
They've got 3 million people in New Zealand, so it's a bit easier to make the money go around. But when
My life as an innocent boy. Sorry, Warren, I interfere with you. Finish.
When you get into the dole bludgers and everything else in Australia, right, and the social security scams, like you can come from the Middle East and bring 5 wives and pick up a dole for each one of them.
Okay.
Right? Yet it's illegal in Australia, right, to have more than one wife. So why the hell is the Australian government paying for 5?
Oh, my life. What occupation is most on demand in time for people coming from the UK? Any ideas, gents?
None at all.
Say what?
Say it again, Stephen.
I had trouble saying it the first time, Kevin. I think it's gone.
I know.
What's a good job to get in Thailand coming from the UK? Jobs in Thailand, what can you go for?
Pretty much English language is about the only thing that's really available for expats.
Yeah. Oh, there's a few, but I can't remember offhand.
Dad in Thailand did a pretty good episode a few months back. His channel's called Tales from Thailand. He's done a fairly good. He did a bit of investigation, and he's actually got the 7 possible jobs that foreigners are allowed to do, ranging from the easiest to the hardest ones. Right, and it was a very good episode he did. So check that one out. I won't go finding it for you. It's too much. Work.
Come on, Warren.
It's too much work.
Okay.
He's not here. If he was plugged in and watching, I'd say, hey, Dan, put up the link.
If he had asked me, I would have done it straight away.
Steve, can you do it? Go on.
No, I'm not doing it.
Oh, yeah, right. But yeah, Tales from Thailand. Check his channel out. It's a nice episode he did for that.
Many Muslims down south in Jesus Christ, where'd that go? No, I think it was many Muslims down in the south of Thailand. Thai Jamie. Yeah, there's quite a few, my friend. Yeah, there's lots.
Yeah,
Frank Fodu, many Thai don't speak English. Why? They don't learn in school. Private schools have English education. For Thais, they do learn English, but in their private schools, it's expensive. So only the high-so Thais will be able to afford it.
Well, actually, like our niece, Bill, who's up in Sukhothai, she's now in first grade at school now, public school, free education, and they do teach English, right? So it is started to be adopted as a general sort of language study now in all public schools. But yeah, there is a big section of the population that missed out on that.
Kiwi traveller. New Zealand is very expensive, but luckily we have a good government now. Well, that's good. Going to live in the Philippines.
Get a bank account in Pattaya. Yes, it's easy. It's easy.
Yeah, everyone and their auntie's teaching English. Yeah, that's because it's easy to do. It's a top earner for expats coming to live here in Thailand.
Yeah, it's all Chinese. They're all learning Chinese.
Yeah, but there are people living in Thailand, the digital nomads that are doing English lessons online for Chinese.
Yeah.
They're being paid good dollars an hour.
Yep.
Doing English lessons online, which is something you would be able to do. That you need to get into it. You need to research it, but they're earning good money.
Yeah, $10 an hour US, up to about $16 an hour, I think it was.
Yeah. And you can do that here.
Yeah. I should do that. I read and write English very well.
They came up with
no copy.
Forking out, really. Did he just create that account just to get back on? Oh my God!
Oh, come on. Poor thing. There's another one going too. Anyway, where are we?
Do you have to stay in Thailand for a while to get a bank account there?
They keep changing that all the time.
It does change. I don't think they know. You need to go to immigration with for a letter of residence, but you can take your hotel where you're staying. You can take their full address on their card with the MU. You'll have MU 9, MU 10, MU 4. That's very important. It depicts the actual area in Pattaya. So when you have their address, have the full address with the MU. You can go to immigration, get a letter of a residence letter to go to take to the bank to get a bank account for future retirement. Or you can say, I'm buying a property, I need to transfer money. They will have to give you a bank account.
Yeah.
Johnny Fisher, what's your 3 favourite bars? Quite honestly, I don't have any. Mind the Australian, I think, was it Soy 11 or Soy 13?
Yeah, something like that, yeah. 11, I think it was.
Yeah, Soy 11. That's a good bar. You know, it's an Aussie bar.
Cliff Carr, the only way I could get a bank account was if I had a joint account with my Thai wife. I think your Thai wife's mate was working at the bank.
That's a nice answer, Kev.
I don't think so.
Yeah, transfer all your money over.
Yeah.
It's always best to ask around.
Yeah. Listen, when I started my bank account, Kev, I'll go back 7-8 years ago, I had to give him 1,000 baht, and that was it. I mean, I had a retirement visa, but I had no problem at all. But now I think it's a bit hard, isn't it? A couple of months ago, I read or heard from somebody that you had to give them 10,000 baht to put in the bank account.
Well, you've got to open a bank account with something.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so they think that's bad.
I had to pay 10,000 baht when I opened my bank account.
How long ago was that?
To open my Citibank.
4.5 years ago.
I had to pay about 1,000. That was with Corsican, I think it was. Yeah, where is that? Yeah, where's Korskin? Yeah.
For me to open my
change it all now.
Citibank Gold account here in Thailand, I needed to deposit 1 million baht.
What?
Right, but of course,
What?
for me to open my Citibank Gold Access card account here in Thailand,
Warren.
with $1 million
I
baht.
would have looked after it for you, and I would have given you little bits of money every now and then.
But it's fee-free, ATMs are free, right? And it helps me apply that. I don't have any problems with my visa. I just show them that account and it just goes, there you go.
Mark Loveridge just turned up. Good evening.
Mark Loveridge.
Alexander, what is the most common popular word in Thailand? Handsome and welcome. K-Bank, do you mean Kashikong Bank, Thailand, Rick on tour?
I think that's what they shortened to, Kev. K-Bank, yeah.
Yeah, Kashikong, that's who I'm with.
K-Bank, yeah. No, they're okay.
Maybe take life insurance out for 1 year, only need to. Some are trying that. Bangkok Bank tried that. Krungsgreet didn't. And I took Paul, Mr. Alco 02. I took him to Kungsgreet and it cost him 320 baht, I think it was, for the hole in the wall card. That was it. No more.
Mickey Flicker, yeah, they wanted £240. Should be asked for an e-bank account in Thailand.
Asking for a bank account in yeah, exactly, Minky.
Well, what I heard, Kevin, was that they were charging 10,000 baht to start up the account. You lost your money. Like they is that correct?
No.
Oh.
No. I heard 800,000 baht for retirement. Yeah, but you don't have to spend it.
Yeah.
I
So
just leave them.
400 if you're married.
Retirement, you are allowed to spend 300,000. You don't have to spend it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anybody's worried about my $1 million baht with Citibank, well, that's part of the deal. Right, the benefits I get outweigh any other banking system here in Thailand. But again, you need to invest in that sort of shit.
Mm.
Yeah, Alexander knows a few more phrases that Thai ladies like to say. Most common popular words. When are you guys going to do your next stream? Have you settled on a weekly time?
Fridays.
We're doing one with Stephen. Is it Sunday or Monday?
No, it's Friday.
Yeah,
Next Friday. It's going to be every Friday.
Yeah.
Now and so mine's tonight. Stephen's is next Friday, and then Warren will be back the following Friday. It will be every Friday, 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Maybe we might attack the morning one, eh? Talk about it later.
All right. We might do a morning one for the American.
I think we should do one, Kev.
In America.
Iceman, you get pretty shit interest rates, I tell you.
Rick James, bloody cold in New Zealand. Yeah. Yeah, it's very cold there.
TQ, well, I've spent 3 years in the armed forces in my late teens, I should say 20s, I think from 19 through to 22.
What did you do there, Warren?
Well, I was in the Royal Australian Electrical and Mechanical Engineers. I was I was a recovery engineer.
Yeah.
Right. But we were attached to an artillery unit. But on live fire shoots, they found that I had a keen eye for shooting targets, and
Bit of a sniper, are you?
they wanted me to go on to do that, and I'm going, no, that requires me to kill people, and I wasn't really into that.
Joey Jonesy, thank you very, very much, sir.
You'll get trolled over that, Warren.
Thank you very, very much.
I can't see a meter in front of my damn eyes,
Yeah.
but show me something 300 years. I can read 6-point type for 300 meters away.
You watch it tomorrow. Warren said he was in the SAS.
That's right. Yeah, look, I could have retired at 40 if I bloody stayed in. Jesus. on a full pension. If I'd made it to 40, that was through the Gulf War, wasn't it? So yeah, so that was, so that would have meant if I stayed in, I would have had to go to the Gulf War.
Yeah.
Waren, the Korean War.
Gulf.
Yes. Philip Ford, yes. After you will need 800,000 baht in your bank every year, but you don't have to spend it all.
Don't spend it at all.
Well, Warren has his bank account for his visa, which stays there. Do you get interest on it, Warren?
I do, but it's pissy.
Yeah.
Yeah, less than 0.3%.
0.3% or 3%?
That's 0.3%.
Wow. But then it's there, and that's your fallback.
But I get free
your other money.
I get free ATM withdrawals. Right, I've got a personal banker. I get investment advice. I get a whole bunch of other things that are thrown in.
Well, if you're getting 0.3%, you should get a car with it as well.
Yeah, well, I think so. I think so, but unfortunately, I don't push the issue.
You didn't ask me for one, did you?
Yeah. Alex, is it safe to swim?
Remy, Remy, R-A-E.
You know the answer.
Royal Australian Electrical and Mechanical Engineers, Remy, oh my God, some people.
Two people talking at once, then.
Yeah. Is it just dead money? No, it's your retirement money, KTF. It's not dead money. It keeps you here every year. And that, to me, isn't dead money.
Let's put it this way. If I kicked the bucket tomorrow, it would guarantee my girlfriend at least 3.5 years of an income, right, which takes care of, obviously, the incidentals, because I've got an automatic debit going from that into her account to pay for the rent and some sundry items. It forms, in my idea, a bit of a protection for the family. They could knock me off tomorrow as well. But yeah, it soon runs out. Yeah.
Oh, I got another 4. I missed out.
Yeah, for your internet, Vietnam banks pay 8% plus on VND accounts. There you go, Warren.
Yeah, but it's not Citibank, you see.
Yeah.
I have all my. I have a good, $500,000 in investments with Citibank, so I'm not going to cut off my nose to spite my face.
Yeah, you can sign an affidavit if you're American at the American embassy, apparently in Bangkok, and to say that you earn this much, this is what you have, and you can get your Thai visa license from that. Very busy at Christmas time, Steve Harley. As not on top, the bars are everywhere. You're going to be on top of the bars. Or not over the top, but hotels are very close to bars. I think it's more than that, Philip Ford. I think it's a lot more than that now because of the exchange rates.
Doesn't seem right.
Have a look. Let me have a look.
Should be a bit more than that.
Let me open up. We'll have a look. Thai bar.
Yeah, if you have a pension,
£18,907. Yeah, a lot more than that. 700 quid. Sorry, my apologies.
If you have a pension, you can get a retirement visa. The trouble is, when you start living here on a retirement visa, those pensions can soon be withdrawn, right? Depending on a change of government, change of policy, and I think in Australia's case, if you're out of the country for more than 6 months on a pension, they will take half of it, from my understanding. I'm not quite sure what that is, but
George Sweeten, last season, October to March, but better November to February. What months are the coolest? Every month I stay here.
Don't really worry about the heat, really, Kev. I mean, you got air conditioning. You know, if you get a taxi, it's got air conditioning in it. And I mean, usually when you go, some places they've got air conditioning, so don't really get in
Shane,
the heat.
do you all wear mosquito repellent every day? I can't remember the last time I wore it. Years.
Nope.
I don't.
Haven't used it for ages. For 2
No.
years.
Maybe the mosquitoes have been drinking the water.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just thinking that yesterday, actually, Kev. I haven't been bitten by a mosquito for ages. And when I first come here, bang, 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 bang. Must be the colour of your skin or something, or different flavoured blood.
I think after so long the food you eat, the Thai food and that, I just like a fresh bit of Farang blood.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Thai wife from the Canuck, Charm Canuck. Yeah, well, if you got to go, you got to go. Got to keep the wife happy, buddy. Thanks for joining us. December, January is the best times to come here, but if you're coming here to retire, I always recommend sort of coming in maybe September, October, because then you start to get the cooling down process. You get the cooler rainy season. It goes into the cool dry season, and then that gives you a good 6 months to adjust to the heat. Then it moves up into the higher temperatures for March. Yeah, like I was actually made a comment recently on my vlog. I think the reason why the mosquitoes really don't seem to bother you is, there seems to be a prevalence of people not wanting to use insect repellents and sprays. Right? I've got my whacker here. The electric whacker. That does a good job of mosquitoes when they come in, and it's one hit and they're gone.
Yeah, Philip Ford. So for retirement, you'll need 19k. You can't touch this, and proof of a separate monthly income. No, if you've got a monthly income retirement pension, 65,000 baht a month will get your
Visa.
retirement visa. 65,000 baht a month, or more, or 800,000 baht in a Thai bank. But you can also have half and half. So if you've only got 35,000 baht retirement pension, you'll have to show 400,000 in the bank as well. It can be split.
They don't make it very clear, do they?
M&M's tonight.
M&M.
Oh, I can't wait, mate. We bring out the peanuts.
I've got cashews tonight.
Why don't you guys buy soft things?
Soft things?
Fruit or something, chocolate. Okay, where are we up to?
But, man, never had a problem with it, so I don't buy the damn tablets. So.
Mark Ruddock, bring international driver's license with your motorbike license. If you don't have one, can't get one, don't hire a bike.
No, you're asking for it. And if you hit a Thai pedestrian, ooh.
How long is a retirement visa valid? For 1 year. Your first one will actually be 15 months.
That's right.
KTF, no, I'm fine, thanks, mate. I don't need anything. Thank you very much for asking. This is slowing down. We may start finishing shortly.
Kunbar, I don't understand that question, Kunbar.
Yeah. Getting the same questions.
When's the next Hideaway meeting, Kev? It's next Wednesday night. It's every Wednesday night. Every Wednesday.
Yeah, the BART buses up and down from John Tien to Dolphin Roundabout, the 10 baht. They run 24/7.
Jay Smith, is it easy to travel outside of Thailand for a short trip and keep your visa active? Yes, it is. You just get a multi-entry visa. You must have that when you have your retirement visa, because if you cross over with a retirement visa without the multiple entry visa, you will lose your retirement visa.
Yeah.
How much did you say that was, Kev? How much did you say that was? The multi-entry.
1900.
Multi-entry is after you renew.
Yeah. How much are they? I can't remember.
3,800
Yeah.
baht.
And the single one was what, Warren? About 19, was it?
19, yeah.
Yeah.
Kev, a good Sunday lunch in Pattaya. Nicky's Bar, Retox. There's lots of them. The Sportsman, the Pig and Whistle. So there's lots of places for good Sunday roast.
John Stewart, I'm on dual nationality. Can I come in and out in different passports? Well, if you give them a different passport at the airport, they'll probably arrest you for being an illegal alien. Never know.
Philip Ford at Steve, 10-year visas. Well, actually, I've heard the opposite. Most of the problem for the 10-year visa is people don't want to stick the 3 million baht in a Thai bank account, which doesn't earn for them. You've got to understand these are elite sort of senior executives usually to want the visa, right? If they're not earning 10% or better per annum on their investments, why are they going to stick it in a Thai bank account and earn as little as 0.3%? All right, so they tend not to want the visa.
And did you know, Warren, no 90-day report?
Yeah, I think it's only going to report once a year. No, somebody reports for you.
I don't know, mate. I read that there was no 90-day report.
Yeah, it's done through an agency, and
I don't know.
somebody does it for you.
All right, then.
Yeah,
Okay. Eat your peanuts.
Yeah.
Gumbo, my mate died there last month. He has a Thai bank account, but how can the family who live in Oz access his account? Use a lawyer.
Probably they could come across, couldn't they, Kev?
One
a representative?
Yeah.
Or go ask the Australian government or whatever it was.
Stan Campbell, can you open a bank account in Thailand and stick money from abroad? Yes, you can.
Yeah.
What happens if you die? It doesn't matter, does it?
No.
You're dead.
Shouldn't have any money in the bank if you're dying or you're dead.
What's the matter with these people?
Oh, I can't understand that.
I've been to Farang funerals in Thailand. It's not a funeral, it's the temple. They burn you. Cremation.
Are there any English language universities in Thailand? Not that I've heard of.
No. Agatha days. Kumba, act quick before a possible Thai partner gets it. You're already too late, mate. That was next day.
George Sweeten, do you enjoy going to the villages with your Thai partner? My partner's from Bangkok, so these two guys can answer that.
The last time I went to the village with my Thai partner to meet the family, the parents, cost me a fridge.
Yeah.
I don't going to visit.
When I first met the father, it cost me a bottle of Black Label Scotch and a microwave oven.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that when you first go to visit your Thai partner's family and you think a bottle of scotch and some flowers for the first time,
Forget the flowers.
It's a fridge. It's all TV.
The Pattaya Drona, there are many international unis in Bangkok that are English speaking. Someone block him, please. He shouldn't be typing that.
Yeah. International unis,
International universities.
There's no English ones
expensive.
that are typically English speaking. They teach English as a subject, but it's not English speaking.
You can come on next week, Patio Drona, so you can argue with him direct over that.
Yeah.
Look, we're going to get him on. We've got to get him on.
Yeah.
You haven't blocked him on your channel, have you, Steve?
Yeah.
because it won't be really good if he comes on and he's blocked from.
Did you have to say that on national
Oh,
TV?
it's not, oh my
Oh
God.
God, I told you that in confidence.
Loose link slips sink ships. Oh my God.
Brian, I'll put you back tonight, buddy. Because I want to stay at your house. Got a swimming pool.
What's the difference in cost between Pattaya and Phuket? Huge.
Yeah, it's massive actually. Half,
Huge.
twice the price would it be, Kev?
More than
ตู้ไม่ได้
Pattaya.
ปิดนะ
Sorry.
ยังไม่ได้ปิด
Boss,
Yeah,
look,
okay,
you're
it's
right.
fine.
Like they cater for Western kids, but there's no, from my understanding, there's no specific universities just for international students. That's what I was getting at. They all cater for Thailand because they don't get their benefits and they don't get their payouts from the government if they don't support Thailand.
I heard that the Thai bank will close the account if they find the holder is deceased. They won't close it. They may suspend it.
I don't know.
They don't just close it and keep the money. They'll suspend it.
I don't know. I'd probably travel over here, Kevin, and try and sort it out. You got an embassy, I mind you. You know, you probably have to get death certificates from your own country and stuff like that. Go to the your local embassy in Bangkok. They'd probably be able to do something. I really don't know. Or go to a lawyer or whatever.
Biker dude, Tony said, what's the difference between the cost of Patio and Phuket? Well, Phuket's more expensive, isn't it?
Hugely.
Yeah.
We answered that a half an hour ago.
Okay.
Hey, Kev, what is it like? I take it you mean Soy 7. Very quiet, hugely quiet.
No, it's probably Ski 7. It's it's all on ice now.
Keith Bennett, best fish and chips Friday, Kev. Where's the best?
You've got the Robin Hood's very good. Apparently very, very cheap is the Marquee next to the takeaway cafe. I don't know how good. I will try it. But very, very cheap. 100 baht fish and chips.
Oh.
But Robin Hood's very good. Nicky's Bar's very good. Sportsman's good.
Yeah.
I went to the Friday. It was pooping with rain and it was the nearest one. I was on a bike, so. But it was nice. But the cod was nice, but it was frozen. I should think they are all frozen. I don't know. I'll find out.
Nothing worse than soggy
Mark
ships.
Ruddock, how do you know which lawyer to trust? Look,
Sorry, go on,
seriously,
Warren.
can anybody trust any lawyer? I don't know. They're lawyers.
They're lawyers. Lawyers are lawyers the world over.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust any of them.
Yeah.
Mind you, we had a good experience with lawyers here when we closed the office in Bangkok. The building owners wouldn't allow us to actually take the computer equipment out of the office when we closed the office, right? And we called up the lawyer, our company lawyers, who arrived about an hour later. 2 of them. It cost us $50 an hour per lawyer, right? And they solved the problem in 2 hours. Right, we got all our equipment out. So the one good thing about lawyers in Thailand, they don't cost the same as they do in the United States or Australia, which is good.
Tofuti, is it easy to hire translators to help complete? Yes, it is. I use Helen. She's very, very good translator, not expensive.
What does she charge, Kev? Just out of curiosity, does she have some sort of price list or something? Like, say, a letter. Does she translate a letter for you or something like that?
I don't know her
speak on the phone?
prices. For me, it was in cool. Yeah. But I gave her $1,000 bucks.
You watch tomorrow, Warren's SAS, and you're going to jail.
Kev, what would it cost to hire that yacht you did in one of your videos? It's Mal Canning's yacht. He doesn't hire it, rent it out. It's he's private, so I don't know. Who speaks the best Thai? I think Waren does, didn't you, Waren?
ผมพูดไทยได้ไหมครับ
Yeah.
What do you say?
Whatever that meant.
Yeah,
That was-
that's all. Why does he always go silent when I speak Thai? You don't understand a word I say. Is that what it is?
Exactly. So what's
Yeah.
the point?
That's it. Yeah.
I just use the translator. It works fine.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, bad luck.
Yeah, like my mate came over a couple of
I
weeks.
get my meal extra hot.
The magic dude, like, it's his first trip out here last week or the week before. I met up with his girl, and he basically for the week he just ran it off his phone. Translator. He'd speak to the phone would talk to her.
Oh, they're getting
She'd
very
speak to the
good,
phone.
Warren.
It was great.
Last time I looked, you could actually take a photo of a Thai sign and it'd translate that.
I've tried making goggles do that, but it doesn't do it. But maybe there's another app that does it.
I think it was Google's. I'm not sure.
Any tips getting the elastic bands off the little plastic bags of Thai food without swearing a lot? Absolutely none at all.
Stab it with a knife.
It's called
scissors.
It's called a Victorinox, and it's got the little scissors that you flick out on the end, right? They work 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Oh, you usually bite it, don't bite the wrong end, or you get a mouthful of hot sauce.
I'm really annoyed the fact that I've lost my Victorinox. I need to buy another Victorinox.
Yeah.
Oh, you get a big bowl and cut the top completely off it and splash it all over yourself. Oh, yeah. It's just entertainment, those things.
They're entertaining.
Yeah.
But Thais, you watch Thais, they'll get the damn thing and they're just...
Do you know there's one Thai word I do know, Warren?
What's that?
There's something, Falang will never get that bag open.
Yeah.
How do they say that in Thai?
I don't know. I just made shit up.
Yeah. Tom Gong, can anyone read the alphabet? No, I can't read.
It's very hard to read the alphabet, apparently.
Yeah. Use Google Translate at best. Even Google Translate gets it wrong.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
It's not too bad. I think it'd be 80, 90%.
I'm still struggling with the Thai alphabet. I did learn Hebrew back in the 80s, and 22 letters was easy enough, but 44 plus all the vowels, give me a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High and low. Yes.
Where are we? Yeah. Lads, Thais can open bottles of beers. With anything. They're unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm watching, mate. How do they do that?
Light, cigarette, light, absolutely anything they can open a bottle of beer with.
Yeah.
I used to open mine with open the bottles of beer with my teeth, and we know how that went.
Yeah.
I had a Thai woman told me Google's translator is slow. Yeah. Well, I speak slow, so I don't have any problem at all.
Not really. It does.
When in Thailand, does Google Maps work well? Yes.
Yeah, all over the place now. When I first got here, Kev, I couldn't use it at all. Everything was blocked. I had to buy Symantec. It was about 2 years later before they let Google's map in, and it was only certain areas. Now it's all over.
Yeah, I struggle with it a bit in Bangkok because there's so many. The whole of Bangkok is like Spaghetti Junction with the road system. It's just all over the higher tier, lower tier, the express coming off, swinging round U-turn.
Take the third exit. I like that one.
Oh yeah, exactly.
What's that? Just
Very
drive straight through.
Sometimes in Bangkok.
And go up the ramp. There's no ramp there.
Yeah.
Ramps.
Yeah, turn left and you're on a bridge.
Yeah. Well, I've caught a lot of accidents doing that.
Martin Blunt, you notice this is it's not so much segregation. This is this is an English talkback, right? So like if this was a Thai talkback and we were English speaking and come in and try to speak in English, we'd be sort of the outer as well. And I think the Thais just have respect for that. Like I've got a lot of Thai followers on my channel. I'm pretty sure Kevin does, and Stephen as well. But they know that we don't easily have access to a translation, right? So.
Do you need a VPN in Thailand? Not really, mate. They've lifted a few of the restrictions, but if you want to watch certain programs, yeah, you need one.
Yeah, you'll need one. I've never had one. I've never.
I don't watch any at all, Kev. Oh, sorry.
I watch it. We're here living in it.
Yeah. I use VPN Express.
Well, that's a good point.
I use VPN, and I do all my banking and conduct legal affairs via VPN. I will not have an amount in the middle have any chance of eavesdropping on my transactions.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I just say it that way.
Fuel here, petrol, diesel, 29 baht a litre. I think that's about 67 pence a litre.
What's that compared to England, Kev? Do you know? Half?
Almost half price.
I think it's half Australian too. I think I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Half, I think, Warren, in it. Then it's very good the fuel over here.
It's,
Look, houses are cheap, food is cheap.
Oh my
Oh my God! Move over.
When we went out to the hot spring, I actually had to get fuel on the way back. It's the first time I've pulled into a fuel service station, and they actually pumped it from a 44-gallon drum by hand. Mate, that is a classic.
Warren, have you come across them with the bottles? The Coke
No,
bottles,
I
full of
haven't seen
petrol?
the bottles. But the drum had
Very
this
cheap.
thing on, had a 5-litre siphon tank glass thing on the top.
Yeah.
Right? They pump it from the drum, and it shows 0 to 5 litres. They put the thing into your thing, and you buy by the litre. You don't buy by the dollar or whatever. You just say how many litres you want, because they know that it's 35 cents per litre and 35 baht per litre. And
Hey, yeah.
there you go. There's 5 litres.
Have you come across the Coke bottles full of petrol?
Yeah.
I've seen it on video.
No smoking.
30 baht, 40 baht a bottle.
Yeah, there's some classic stuff. When you get out of the city, there's some classics you have to get used to.
Yeah. Are the vegetables good in Thailand?
Yeah, good as gold.
Yeah, they're very good.
Look, I still can't find a tomato like I would get in Australia.
Oh, come on, Warren, they're all right.
They're okay, but they're not as juicy and succulent as a tomato would be in
I think
Australia.
they're hydroponics, I think, are they?
Well, I don't know what they're growing, but again, it's just, I suppose food goes through a much faster cycle here because there's more head of population.
Yep.
Well, there's a lot of deletions coming through. Mark.
Yeah. Oh, he's quick, that Mark guy. He's very quick, that Mark Loveridge. Boom, 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 boom.
Mark.
He's even deleting the good ones. I'm here.
How many beers you had, Brian? Mark?
The airman. Who are your internet service providers? I'm with 3BB.
Same here.
AIS.
AIS, Stephen. That's true, isn't it, Stephen?
I don't know, mate.
Is it true?
I really don't know.
AIS true or so?
Yeah, well, I think we've gone.
Yeah, I think it is true.
Yeah, I think it is. But 3BB's very good, but they don't. It's just internet. You don't get TV with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that could be a downside, but they do a very good job of the internet. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. And I pay about 900 baht a month. In fact, after here, I'll be going to pay my internet bill. We pay it before we go off.
Yeah.
I pay my bill at 7-Eleven.
So you paid 900 baht,
Yeah.
and that's it. Is that just for internet? Yeah. Do you get
That's just internet.
no television or nothing?
No, I get 150 download and 50, 60 upload.
Yeah, I'm on 750, and it's 100 megabits per second download and 30 upload.
Yeah,
it's like the
Kevin's is the clear winner.
Yeah, you just
how much do you pay for that, Warren?
750.
750.
Yeah.
So for another 150 baht, I'll get double.
Yeah, but there's no download limits. Or
No.
limits. That's just a speed cap.
Yeah. There are quite a lot of Thai massage setting up in the UK. £40 for a foot massage. It's 150 baht here for an hour.
Excuse me, Jen. I'm just going to go and make a cup of coffee. Really?
Having a
No
smoke.
cigarette.
2 sugars and milk, please.
All right, mate. You know what I'm going to stir it with?
I don't ask, honestly.
Come on, there's children watching you guys.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so the happy Frank, he's using 3BB as well.
Yeah.
They have got a great reputation. I think from memory, when I was following Land of Smiles, he also got 3BB turned on over there.
Yeah, I think 3BB fibre optics very good. I heard they have speed cameras now in Pattaya. Yeah, he's coming late, isn't he? Yes, they do have, and they are now all over Thailand. And the 2 they was going to be having to test, and now about 8. They're springing up all over.
Yeah, plus lane in Bangkok, they got speed cameras, helmet cameras, and lane change cameras, right, in selected spots.
So for the drifters, those that are drifting and in and out.
Well, the law is the same in Australia, right? When you've got the solid line between lanes, you are not to cross, right? That's the law in Australia. Same here. Most people don't even know it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But you are not allowed to cross a solid line on any road, whether it's on the opposite side or on your own lane. Right? It's what they call lane cutting or lane filtering.
Yeah.
And it's been rampant. That's why most of the bottlenecks in Thailand happen, because people want to get and jump the queue, you know.
That's what they're doing, yeah. Jim Prover, where are the other 2 guys living in Thailand? Stephen and Warren live in Bangkok.
Yep. He's Stephen's east, I'm west. I'm a Westie, and Stephen's East Coast girls are hip. I really those styles they wear.
There was a good question. Hold on. Have you business opportunities in Thailand? Business opportunities here. If you've got people in the UK or your country, there's plenty of business opportunities to buy goods here and send back.
Johnny, you better go and check your road rules. It is a single white line. It's quite common in filter lanes. You are not allowed to cross a filter lane white. That is the law in Australia. Same here as in Thailand.
Yeah, yeah. So, have you ever thought about business opportunities in Thailand? No. I wouldn't run a business or want a business in Thailand, but I would set up business in the UK and find goods in Thailand or even China. Just I can fly to China in 4 hours, so you could source goods to send back to the UK for business to sell. That is what I did when I was in the UK. My business was all importing from China.
Kevin Colcloak, with the gambling laws in Thailand, when I access my Coral account in I'm not quite sure what he's saying. Look, I would suggest if you're going to be sort of doing gambling, use a VPN. Just hide it from the authorities.
It's good. It used to be good in the old days buying from China, wasn't it, Kev? 100%
Good old
guarantee.
days. $1
20% damage.
Yeah.
Did you get that? Like 20% of the stuff was back to front, upside down, or you know.
No, I used to just say there was and had replaced the goods.
Yeah, well, that happened. I paid for. I got. Oh, geez, it was about. I think it was about 10 grand worth of airbrushes, mate, and I didn't get them. Oh, we're going out of business. Changed their name.
Ryan B, just for you, if you want some. Well, you want some? You want some? It's there.
Now,
our administrators are being a little bit over the top with the black, but yeah, we know they're doing the right thing. They're keeping it clean.
that's Mark's hobby.
Yes, right.
Yeah. Sorry,
Gosh, is jealous that he didn't
they
get
keep it clean, and they don't. Well, they do. They're just keeping it clean.
That's it.
Warren, what's the longest bike trip you've been on in Thailand or done in Thailand?
That would be the one we did recently out to the hot springs, out to Phetchaburi, or the border of Phetchaburi and Ratchaburi. It's nearly near the Myanmar border over in the west. That was a good 2.5 hour ride.
Myanmar?
Yeah.
Is that near Myanmar?
Myanmar. It's near Burma.
That's
Well,
better.
do
you know that the Burmese hate it when you say Myanmar?
Well,
They like to say Burma.
they do, but it's Myanmar. That's the international recognized name as Myanmar.
Yeah.
Miramar.
The
Thais
best
say Myanmar.
place to watch Thai in Pattaya would be Max Muay Thai on Sukhumvit Road. It's very expensive. 2,000 baht entry for Farang. free for Thai. But
What's
on
that
a
for, Kev?
Sunday, it's all European championship fights and is televised. So it's a good night there.
Warren, who do you use for VPN and what does it cost?
There's the link there, Mr. George Sweeten.
Yeah. Captain 711, is that ringside? It's any side. It's an entrance fee. I got a good seat, very good seat when I videoed it one night. I was right ringside for 2,000 baht.
Kanbar, what's your favourite Thai dish? Mine is Kapal Guy.
Kapal Guy?
Mhm.
Kapal Guy.
Rice and egg and a mincy.
Oh, okay. So it's
It's the most popular dish in Thailand. Did you know that?
minced chicken, is it?
Yeah.
Pluses and minuses on living in Jom Tien. I don't think there's any minuses. You're in Thailand. Jom Tien, I would live in Jom Tien. And just get the bus down to Pattaya or back there 24/7.
You want to be naughty?
Much cheaper. It's a good place to. In fact, Beach Road, Jom Tien, halfway in the middle, you've got the night food market there. It's excellent, and I would eat there every night, every single night. Very cheap, very nice.
Tafuti's asked a good question there. Is it true you can retire earlier to Thailand than the official retiring age? And I think this is where I always sort of get on my little bandwagon. Retirement is not about when somebody says you can retire. Retirement is about money. You can retire anytime you no longer need the money or you have enough money to support yourself, right? In Thailand, you're allowed to get a visa to stay here from year to year if you're older than 50, right? But retirement, you can retire at any age if you no longer need to work and you've got enough money to support yourself. People think the government controls that shit. They don't. You control it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Moving right along.
Wear a black t-shirt.
Now a word from our sponsor. Show them the black cock.
There we go. Black cock.
All right, there's your one for tonight.
Next week, I'll be bringing the red one.
Did you see that, Kevin? He's selling that black cock on the internet. Warren's in the SAS, and what am I?
It's a dream.
I'm getting a bottle of bloody Glenfiddich or something to show next week. You and your black chicken.
I reckon he can stick his black cock up his ass.
Black male chicken.
I want to put a downer on proceedings, but spare a thought. It's Barry Chuckle's funeral today. Yeah, very sad. When I was a child, we used to watch him, Barry, the Chuckle Brothers.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Listen, everyone comes and everyone goes. It's not sad. It's celebrating life. To me, I'd like to have been at the funeral just to see him getting him out of the church. To me, to you.
Yeah.
But
where's the
everyone has their time. It's sad, but one day it'll be my turn, your turn, Warren's turn.
Yeah.
So if you want to keep, you apologise for putting a downer on it. Let's get
Thanks for leaving me out of my turn.
Where's 50 years old? 50 years old you have to be to get that visa to allow you to stay on that retirement visa here. Right. I got mine at 55, of course, but I only because of the fact that I suffered quite badly in the GFC. I used to recover. But yeah, that was always my plan to move was 50. Just got delayed 5 years.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for you, mate. I was lucky.
Fatal depression.
Yeah, I was just lucky. I was lucky. I managed to sell the business and come out for that. It's gave me 8 or 9 years. And in between that, I'll be selling properties, Spain, England, and bringing it all out. And people say, why are you bringing it all out, all out? I don't want anything in England. I don't want anything in Europe. I don't think it's a good place to have anything. You're going to lose it.
Yeah, but people also need to realise with investments, like, you know, we have our superannuation in Australia, and you've probably got 401 in America and similar things in England, right? These are what we call safe retirement funds that the government support, right? I know under Australian law, and I think it works other places as well, you don't have to use that, right? You can talk to investment brokers. Most investments for firms will have a retirement benefit fund, and you can portfolio that fund to be extremely high risk, right? And you can earn up to 25, 30% per annum, right? Depending on the stocks that you diversify across, right? People don't know that, right? So if you think you don't have enough money to retire at 65 or 66 or 70 now, talk to an investment broker. So say, can I take my super and shove it in a high risk fund? And they'll only be too happy to help you out.
All right. George Sweeten, is the only way to get cremated in Thailand is by, oh, Jesus, it's just moved. Oh, I think it was,
Buddhist temple.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I haven't really looked into it.
There are Christian churches here. I'm sure you could look into it. I really am sure you could look into that and be cremated in a Christian cremation.
Personally, myself, I'm not looking into it because I don't want to be cremated.
Don't
you want the worms. You want the worms.
No, I want to stay alive.
Why would you even consider wanting to stay alive?
Why not?
Why not? You'd be too old and wrinkly to go out and do anything. You can't look up.
I can write things down.
Ray Kurzweil reckons we'll have the singularity in 2029. That's only 10 years away. All right. And that's when we all upload our fucking consciousness to the cloud and we never grow old again.
No, leave it out.
Ray Kurzweil, 85% of his predictions over the last 30 years have come true. Right, he's a futurist.
Kasamoe, would like you guys to post
parameters on asking questions in this forum?
Yeah, we did. I think Waren did that, but yeah, we'll do that in future. Just little subjects, maybe.
We'll look into it. I mean, it's people asking questions.
Yeah.
So it's going to be all over the place.
Mm. Oh, we sometimes we get a question. We stay on it for a little while, but yeah. Okay. So that's a good idea. We'll look into that.
Yeah, Martin Blunt, I'm led to believe you can't claim your UK state pension if you live in Thailand full time. I don't know. For what it's going to be worth, I probably won't. I don't care. I don't care. As little as I have here, I'll still have a better life here than in the UK. They can shove it up their arse.
Is it really a 300 baht fine if you hang off the back of I think it's a song tower?
Yeah, 3,000 baht fine, yeah. When they can be bothered.
Mm-hmm.
So, in case anybody hasn't done the subscription thing yet, and we've still got people here, there's the subscribe buttons.
Stop smoking, Kev. Don't you want the bonus years? No, I don't want the bonus years. I want to enjoy the years I've got, whatever they are.
He's not like me. He's not going to write things down.
And the bonus years are going to be sitting in old people's houses and shitting me pants. No, I don't want that.
Yeah.
I'm shitting them enough now.
Watch it, Kev. You'll get blocked.
All right, yeah.
The links, guys. Just if you haven't clicked them, click them now.
Went out to lunch with Sukahorn today, Kev.
Good for you. Very good. About time he bought me lunch.
He's all right, Sukahorn. I don't mind him. Many people getting fined from the smoking on the beach, Kev.
No idea. I don't smoke on the beach.
Yeah.
Joey Jonesy, I'm with you there, mate. I'm with you there.
Okay, there's one pension one. Steve Watson there for you, Kev. Walton, is
You
it?
can claim UK state pension anywhere in the world, including China. It's just frozen at the time you leave the UK, so you miss out on annual rises. Correct. And it's not enough anyway. I mean, every little bit counts, but what is it? And now they want you. Was it 68 now to claim it? At the time we get, it'll be 70. Health or life insurance mandatory in China? No, it's not.
Oh, it is on those 10. The health insurance is mandatory on those extended visas, the 5 and the 10 year. You must have a health insurance.
Yeah. Where was it? There was a good little. Where's it go? It's so quick, isn't it?
You can scroll up if you want, Kev. You know roughly where it was. What are you up to, Warren?
Do you worry monies will run out as we all live longer these days? That's why I'm still smoking, mate. I'm making sure.
He's chain smoking.
I'm making sure.
Yeah.
Well, my total assets when I left Australia were a number. I'm actually about $7,000 in front at this point in time in my life than I was when I left Australia. And that's not PayPal, it's not anything. That's just the fact that my portfolio is growing faster than I spend it.
Stephen, did you do a video? Johnny Rotten. Yes, mate. Yeah.
Ray Garrett, thanks for the tip on CC Condominium. We moved Ray into his new apartment in CC Condominium 2 yesterday. He's arrived and he's moved in and he's loving it there. And that's 8,000 baht a month for a 1-bedroom apartment. That gives you even another extra 6, 7, 8,000 a month more than renting some studio apartments in Pattaya. Cheaper to live out there and plenty to do. So it depends where you're living for your retirement money. Your retirement money all depicts if you want a 25,000 baht a month rental. Bring money.
Sorry, Kev. Johnny Rotten's starting to do. Yeah, you've seen that, yeah.
Right. Yeah, so I'm just logging in now to see if we can sort of replicate that.
Where is CC Condominiums 2's Khao Noi on the east side? Plenty to do over there. It's crashed. We'll close it down now. We're going to say goodbye, good night. Thank you very much for joining us.
Oh no, it's still running.
George Sweeten buffering. It's
well, I've already said it, Stephen.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next Friday.
All right, see you later, ladies and gentlemen. Next Friday. See ya.
Thank you. Bye bye. Good night.
Yeah, mate. Shut it down, Kev. You got it?